I just did like the biggest burp ever. Dunk is like literally reeling in his chair laughing right now because he's like, what? I didn't realize it was gonna come out like that, man. Like if there were a Richter scale in this room, it might have gone off a little bit. Anyways, he's like sitting in his chair going, oh my god.
No, God!
Yeah, like that.
No, God, please, no! No! No!
You wish you could watch the cat fight clip all day. Kodo, I've got news for you. It's a clip. Therefore, there's a link for it. You can literally have that on your browser, on your second or third monitor, and just play that on repeat to your heart's desire. Heck, you could even watch it in 0.5 times speed. Now you need to do it again? No! It's not how- you can't just force a burp. That's how you end up vomiting. Also, Yubari, it's good to see you, dude. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, Yubari's in here. Bentu, how you doing? It's good to see you. Welcome. Speaking of cats, mine just showed up. Tell your cat I said hi. Okay. What weapon are we gonna use? Paring knife? Who uses a paring knife in the zombie apocalypse, man? Me. That's who. Yeah, guys, I'm feeling so much better than I was last night. Last night, by around this time, like I streamed for a few more hours, but by this time, I was already like, ooh, like we getting peepees. Gas from Chinese takeout Chinese. Did you have a lot of broccoli? I didn't know this. Apparently, broccoli makes people quite gassy. Back waiting on Jeff Bezos to launch his rocket. Oh, is there a rocket launch tonight? Do you guys want to watch that on stream? Never force a burp. Never force a fart. Correct. Yes. Oh, Evan, thank you. Yeah, I'm glad I'm feeling better too. What if you want to carve a watermelon statue? Wait. Oh, with a paring knife. I was like, where are we going with this? Thanks, Ledar. Hey, we got a short blunt up. Let's go. Good, good, good. All cruciferous. That's a $100 word. Whoa. Vegetables make you gassy? Aren't they just, wouldn't they just be vegetables that derive from the mustard family? Like the mustard plant? Or no? What time is the rocket launch at, Decibit? Yeah, we can go and visit if you guys want. It's one of the foods you can't eat because of IBS. You know what, Jen? I don't have a lot of knowledge or experience with IBS. But I was watching I think it was like a CBC? Yeah. They were doing like these little mini documentaries, and one of them was on the power of placebos. And apparently, I don't know how well studied this is or well proved, but apparently with quite a few people with IBS, they were able to get rid of a lot of their symptoms through a placebo. And even when they found out that they were taking a placebo, it still worked. Which is really interesting. I don't have enough knowledge in the field or the studies or any of that, but I thought that was super interesting. Tintek, hey, thanks for the follow. And Morgoth, thank you for the follow as well. Bulletin and JD, thank you guys for the follows, guys. Welcome. No, it's not. No. It's not proving a disease doesn't exist. I didn't... Okay. Hold on. I didn't say that. the documentary has to do with the power of placebos, right? It's the power of how you mentally perceive things and how that can have an effect on your body. And that's a very true thing. Thinking about food, that's your brain capacity, your thoughts. Thinking about food can trigger physical responses in your body that make you hungry, right? Like the power of mind is incredible. It's not about saying IBS is not a thing. It's about saying you can literally trick your own brain into I don't know the science behind it. Again, I can't speak to that. But there's something with your brain being convinced that you're taking medicine for said thing, and therefore your body just naturally acts differently. Yeah. Anytime until 4 a.m. EST. Current countdown is T2210. Do you guys wanna do we wanna do a vote? Do you guys wanna see the rocket launch? How to trick my brain to make me get a girlfriend. That's it's a different story, dude. Magic Death Syndrome is one of the craziest examples of placebo, your brain controlling your body. Can you elaborate, Ash? I don't know anything about that. Yeah, does anyone want to do a slash poll? And do you guys want to see the rocket launch, or do you guys want to stay in Project Zomboid? I hear girls are icky. Yeah, they got like booties or something. Hey, Dawson, how you doing? What do? You guys vote in the poll. If you guys don't want us to swap to the rocket launch, then make sure you vote. I feel like having the science community here might skew the vote, though. Guys. Hey, how's it going? It is the science raid. Guys, we're doing a vote in our stream right now. We're voting for whether or not we stick to Project Zomboid or if we swap temporarily for the rocket launch that's happening. So if you guys want to see the rocket launch, make sure you vote. And if you don't want to see the rocket launch, make sure you vote. Science, how was your stream, dude? Yeah, I when you came over and said hi, I saw that you were doing some art on your stream. How was what's Wednesday? Whack Home Wednesday. How was that for you today? Which rocket launch? You will have to ask the experts in chat. I don't know. Welcome, Raiders. If you don't know who I am, my name is Ultrasource. I'm a mixed race Canadian streamer. We do a lot of wow, I can't talk. Simulation, strategy, and survival games, and we're playing Project Zomboid, and we're having a lot of fun. We're actually science. I'm wondering if you could comment on this. We were talking about the power of placebos, especially when it comes to certain health conditions. Do you have any thoughts or comments on that? Guys, if you don't know science, they are an amazing, fantastic stream. They are a Twitch ambassador. And they basically do a lot. Ooh, they've got a corset. A lot of science outreach, a lot of education about science and biology and funfetti things, and they make it really easy and accessible for everybody to understand and learn new things. And I always learn something new every time I go and visit science in their community. If you guys do follow a Twitch stream tonight, like, science is definitely one that you should follow, unless you hate learning and hate cool things and hate fun. Then don't do it. Rocket Go Burr? Okay, cool. Yeah, Decibit, if you want to just keep me in the loop, I'll swap over when it's happening. You finished some 2 Mortal Kombat themed sci art. Sub-Zero as Aspergillus fungus and a budding yeast as Raiden. Science, I love that, dude. I love that. I was called out being here when we were live by Das Hibbit. He was talking about your Mortal Kombat art stuff too in here. It was great. Science, seriously, we appreciate the heck out of you. And I'm so glad that you do what you do on Twitch. Like, you do such a good thing for this platform for everyone else. You have to be here, dude. Like, seriously, like, much love to you and your family and for everything that you guys do. In my personal experience, placebo moderately is helpful for anxiety, but it's ineffective for a migraine. Oh god, most things are ineffective for a migraine. Ask me how I know. Do you think you'll ever go back to My Summer Car? Actually, yeah, Tigran. It's been funny that you mentioned that. It's been on my mind the past little bit. I think I would want to restart my playthrough though, because I don't remember what I was doing when I last played it. I would be down for it though. Love the Baywatch Raiden. Science, do you have any fun things planned for this week with your stream? Also, mods, if we can get another shout out, I would appreciate that. Seriously, Science is good people. They are fantastic, and I love learning things, and I love talking science, and I love being a part of such an amazing, fantastic community on Twitch. Like, y'all need to follow Science. Click on that link, shoot them a follow. You won't regret it. Tanner, I was just talking about that with Sparks. You missed it. Dude, there's so many trailers here. And military. What the? Whoa. Okay. There's like a lot going on here. Do you think there's animals in here? Nope. We're playing Project Zomboid, and there's now farm animals in the game. So, and sometimes they can be in trailers. So we're checking the trailers to see if there's any animals. How does Twitch integration work? I don't know anything about that. Hold on. Let me just check this. Magic Death Syndrome is something that's been documented a few times and not up to date on the current info, so correct me if I'm wrong. Some groups with strongly held beliefs in curses and things, having a witch shaman localized word of choice curse has resulted in people dying. I think their brain-induced shocks or cardiac arrest. That's crazy. What? Ooh. Yeah, Mars, for migraines, you know what? I do have medication for it, but the medication itself also makes me feel pretty awful. So a lot of the times with migraines, dude, I don't even know what I do with migraines. I don't even know. Not a lot usually works for me, though. I'd like to imagine it's all fun, but big event on January 27th. Front page to celebrate 2 years Twitch partner. We're doing an art challenge. Oh, yeah, I saw your, you had that up on your stream for a little bit. The fruit fly in your style. To show on the front page. Yeah, I saw even, like, you added, like, crocheting in there, right? And little one's second birthday. Oh, Science, I love that. January 27th, guys. Mark your calendars. It's counting down now? Currently at T50. Can you let me know at, like, 10 minutes? Can we go at 10 minutes, guys? Is that okay? Science Nerd Success. I got a Kubernetes control plane running? What is that? Science, we appreciate you. Actually, whoa. Hold on. It's January already. Dude, I am out to lunch. When is the 27th? It's a Monday. Best Monday ever. Oh, that sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun, dude. Hi, Kelsire. How are you doing? Okay, it lets me in the truck. There's no key in here, though. Man, there's no key. There's a menu? I don't know, I'm hoping, like, maybe I can forge a key out of existence here. There are so many minty trucks here. Holy. 2 Mondays from now, thank you. Okay, do you have a key? No. Oh, it's in the car. It's in the car. And there's gas. We can work with this. We can work with this. And it has the rubber hose too. Guys, we can fill this up. Oh my god. This is gonna be amazing. Yo, this is like berry pomegranate Mio. This changes everything. Goodness. T-minus 12. What's special about this rocket launch? It's going to space. Thank you, Dunk, for your contribution to chat and the stream. Don't know where we would be without you. Oh, hold on, I can't. Ooh. Can I access the trunk? But doesn't this have storage in the back? First one of this rocket. Okay. It has no storage in the back. Isn't that weird? Dude, look at how big this facility is. There better be cows in there. Man, I ate way too much pasta. I'm having, like, pasta hangover right now. Canned dog food can go in there. Tape, flint, twine, flint nodules. What we're basically gonna do, chat, is we're gonna backtrack a little bit. We're gonna drive back up to the houses that we looted earlier and put a bunch of weapons in there, and then we'll start continuing back into Irvington. Is the plan. Wrench. Actually, we've got a ratchet. We should keep that with us too. Let's go in here. Matches. Annotated map. We don't need that either. Nice. Okay, yeah, there's a fuel can somewhere. Yeah, empty gas can. Let's go. This is so exciting. Ultra, what nonsense should I do for my next Zomboid character? Also, where's my weeboo campfire? I don't have the weeboo yet. I found, dude, look at this place. So look at all of the animal trailers, and the trailers, and the big, look at this stuff. Okay, 10 minutes. Deshibit, what streaming category should we be in? Rocket.
Please set up Blair. Thank you again, everybody, for joining us. We are at T-minus 9 minutes and 40 seconds to go until launch. We are awaiting here the go, no go poll for New Glenn's first launch to space. Now, at this point, we're going to throw it over to launch control. They're going to go around the room.
Does that work?
And see if we are ready to go to space. Keep in mind that upstairs we have our launch control and our mission control room. In the mission control room, we have the team that is managing our Blue Ring Pathfinder payload this evening.
Can you guys hear it okay?
I mentioned on the last webcast, I'm particularly proud of our Blue Ring team. It's the team that I help lead here at Blue Origin. They have been working very hard on this payload, and they are ready that as soon as the second stage separates from the first stage, the fairings will deploy.
Okay.
And it is heading out to MEO, to Middle Earth orbit, where it is going to remain up there, orbiting the Earth for about 6 to 8 hours or so, collecting various
We were just talking about
data,
berry pomegranate MEO.
all of the various systems, primarily telecom systems there. You see, Pole coming in here. Stand by.
Is there anyone in this rocket or no? Probably not, right?
L-10 actions in work.
Roger, report when those are complete. Recovery.
Go.
PLI.
Go.
LSO.
Go.
OSM.
Go.
RC.
Go.
Let me know if it gets
ESR.
too loud, guys.
Go.
AC.
Go.
And BMD.
Go.
Is it a rule that they have to eat their
LD
mics
is
while they
go
talk?
as well. All stations LD on count 1 with the terminal count. Briefing all personnel remain in current positions until launch. Maintain operational
It's just a
silence in the
satellite? Okay.
control room. All controllers move to
Just
count
the space
1
camp
for
kids.
launch. If a constraint is observed between
It's
now
not funny.
and launch,
No.
commit. Announce
No.
hold on count 1. Briefly state reason. OSM
Yes, it's
LD
required by
set
law.
hold fire switch to launch position.
It's the first test flight of the New Glenn rocket, named after John Glenn. Oh,
Launch. And LD is in launch. Guido, verify.
dude,
abort,
look at how
request,
cool their
flag,
monitors are.
false.
Abort request is false.
Roger.
How much do you think LG gets for, like, that coverage there with all those LG monitors? Can I have 3 of those, please? Wouldn't that be sick? Can you imagine doing flight sims with that? What's going on? Sato, read the stream title. It clearly says rocket
Launch.
goes burr.
This is our first flight, and obviously we've prepared rigorously for it. But no amount of ground testing or mission simulation is a replacement for flying this rocket. Our key objective today is to reach orbit safely. Anything beyond that is a bonus. And believe me, we are nothing if not persistent. Now we're getting
Whose
very,
rocket?
very close here. T-minus 6 minutes and 30 seconds to
Bezos?
go until launch. Our terminal
think.
count is beginning in just a few minutes. You just heard it right there. We are go
HLG,
for
how you
launch
doing, by the
this
way?
evening. But one important aspect of our rocket that we haven't really touched on today, our New Glenn rocket is called New Glenn. It is named after an American hero, John Glenn, the first American to orbit Earth.
Neff, I got you.
circling
Thank you
it
so much for
3
the lurk,
times
and
in
thank you for explaining that.
1962.
He also served as a U.S. Senator for more than 2 decades in the state of Ohio. And then amazingly, Senator Glenn flew to space again in 1998 at the age of 77 on board the Space Shuttle Discovery STS-95 mission.
Now, this gentleman led an incredible life. He died in 2016 at the age of 95. But shortly
Died at
before he
26, I'm
died,
like,
our
what?
founder, Jeff Bezos, was able to connect with the senator and tell him that we hope that he'd be willing
Goof
to lend his
that.
name to Blue's first orbital rocket. And we have here a copy of the letter that he
Guys, we
sent
don't talk
back.
about politics here in
You can
chat,
see
please.
It is really meaningful to us. Just a moment. Let me read you a couple of words. When I first orbited the Earth in 1962, you were still 2 years from being born. And when I returned to space in 1998, Blue Origin was still 2 years in the future. But you were already driven by a vision of space travel accessible not only to highly trained pilots, engineers, and scientists, but to all of us. I'm deeply touched that you've named the second generation of those rockets New Glenn. As the original Glenn, I can tell you, I see the day coming when people will board spacecraft the same way millions of us now board jetliners. When that happens, it will be largely because of your epic achievements
Can you imagine?
this year.
I get goosebumps every time. You know, he's the first American to orbit Earth, and I've seen that letter hanging in our
Wow.
headquarters building in Kent.
Yeah, it's one of our treasured artifacts. Everybody, we're at T-minus 4 minutes and 30 seconds to go until launch. We
I
are
don't know where
very
to hang out.
close.
Do I hang
We
out
are
here?
coming up here on terminal count. Do not go anywhere.
No, Voikim, it's okay. It's all good, my dude. What was I gonna say to you guys? Have you guys heard about that guy who, what did he do? He joined the military, and then he became a doctor, and then he became an astronaut after? Like, literally, he is making us all look bad to our parents.
T-minus 4 minutes and counting.
It's not
Terminal
even,
count
you,
active.
why aren't you a doctor like that guy? It's like, why aren't you a military doctor astronaut like that guy?
Taking timer started.
And died at 26. Johnny Kim? Sounds right, yeah.
EF facing pins disengaged.
God, can you imagine how proud his
T-minus
parents
3
are?
minutes, 30 seconds. Upending system
They literally
armed.
have like the ultimate bragging rights at like family parties.
Magic charge initiated.
Can't be topped. Yeah, it's crazy to acid it.
Our team is now securing all the commodities to our
Navy
first stage
SEAL.
and our second stage. They're also going to be draining and purging all the umbilicals that are supplied to New Glenn.
T-minus 3 minutes.
Oh, so where is this being... Wait, sorry. Dumb question. I'm a Canadian, so please forgive me. Where is NASA? I'm assuming this is being launched at NASA, right? When Mozart was my age, he'd been dead for 8 years.
Secured.
Florida? Texas or Florida? Okay.
Magic charging complete. T-minus 2:30.
Oh, they have numerous locations. Okay, I didn't know that.
GS1 pre-press start.
We don't have anything in Canada that's capable of launching satellites and stuff, is there? I realize I know so little about
We are now
rockets. and-
pressurizing the tanks to their flight pressures. Of course, this is crucial
GS2
for the
chilled pre-press
performance
start.
of our engines. Getting ready for launch.
It's just gas. Salamander. It's gas burn
T-minus
off.
2 minutes.
We're now going to be switching off the ground power supply and transitioning New Glenn to its internal vehicle batteries. When this happens, the vehicle is now powering itself.
Do rockets
Let's
have
do this, New
APUs?
Glenn.
Like if you turn off ground power, then you swap on the APU, or is that just a plain thing?
T-minus 1:30.
Okay.
Power internal.
There it is. New Glenn is alive.
New Zealand is alive. Dude, are you guys reading these captions? Batteries act as an APU, judging by their statement. Ah, I see.
T-minus 60 seconds. Range
So
green.
glad New Zealand is alive. Me too.
AFSS flight enabled.
Oh, this is so cool. Ah, it's like the anticipation. Oh my goodness.
APU's running. T-minus 30 seconds. GS1 at flight level.
Whoa.
GS2
Dude,
at
it's so
flight level.
wild just hearing everyone
Big water
screaming in the
start.
background.
That's a big water command. There's the water deluge. Here we go, New Glenn.
It's time to do this. Let's
What's the
light
water
this
for, chat?
candle.
Autopilot enabled.
Sorry,
T-minus
that sounds
10, 9, 8,
Millie, literally.
7, 6,
5,
4,
4, 3, 2, 1.
lift off. All 7 engines at full thrust. Chamber pressures are good. Vehicles cleared the tower. Now passing 18 seconds into flight. Engine chamber pressures look good. 27 seconds in. Vehicles now begun the pitch roll maneuver to point
It is
downrange. Body rate
wild
responses are nominal.
what
Chamber
we've done
pressures
with
continue to
technology.
look good. Now 40 seconds into flight.
Oh my God!
End of roll. Strakes are now level. Chamber pressures continue to look good. 50 seconds in. Data quality looks good coming down from the vehicle. Chamber pressures continue to look nominal. 1 minute into flight.
I love how excited they get too. If something is going to go wrong, chat, is
All
it
7
most
engines
likely
continue to look good on the
in the
first
first
stage. Data
stage?
quality is good coming down from the vehicle. Body rate responses are nominal.
1
minute, 15 seconds into flight.
As we build a road to space for the benefit of Earth.
Profile looks good.
680 miles per hour?
Engines continue to perform well. Now
Oh
passing
my
1 minute, 30
God.
seconds into flight. Passing Mach 1. New Glenn is now supersonic.
First detach is critical, so that would be like the transition between
Engines
first and
continue
second
to perform
stage.
well. Now passing through Max Q, maximum dynamic pressure. Body rate responses are nominal throughout the cruise phase. Data quality continues to look good. Chamber pressure is looking good.
And
All
then
7
pass
engines.
through max Q, maximum dynamic pressure. The toughest part of the flight on that vehicle, we have
passing 2
punched
minutes into
through
flight.
it, and new
Neslin,
planes
the generic
Continue to look
viewer
good on all
understands
7
miles per
V4
hour
engines.
better.
Acceleration profile is good. Body rates look good.
What is max Q?
1 minute to Miko.
Launch and the max.
B3U, LH2 chill and started. The force
Kid
continue
in
to
the
perform well
background.
throughout the boost phase.
Max pressure on the vehicle. Okay.
Now passing 2 minutes, 30 seconds into flight. Trajectory is nominal.
Gotcha, guys. Thank
2
you.
minutes, 40 seconds. Approximately 30 seconds remaining in boost phase.
And here we are, coming up
Chamber
on
pressures on all
Miko.
7
Main engine cut off. Let's stand by for that.
Continue to look good. Stage 2 RCS priming. Now passing 3 minutes.
Excuse the name of your next character.
And we have Miko. We have stage set.
Oh, goodness. This is... I wish we could see this.
And we have ignition on both BE3Us. Chamber pressure is good.
Yay!
Now passing 3 minutes, 40 seconds into flight. Body rates look good. Data quality coming down from both stages. Looks good.
Going to
GS2
space,
performing
Lefty.
pitch-up maneuver. Body rate response is nominal. BE3U chamber pressure continues to look good.
It's going to the
We
biggest
have
frontier
good
known to
payload
man,
carrying
your
jettison.
forehead.
Separation
Both BE3Us continue to
confirmed of
perform
the
well.
two
Body rate response
stages.
is good. Tank pressures are within their limits.
Stage 2 is now continuing its launch and flight. It up into
Now
Mio.
passing 4 minutes, 20 seconds into flight.
Our booster is going to try to make a landing.
Less than 3 minutes
You
now
see
remaining
the
to
landing target out
for
there
ignition.
in the ocean. We are going to land on the Jacqueline, the landing ship
Continue to look good.
that
Body
is
rate
awaiting
response
this
are nominal.
beautiful
Tank pressures
booster
look
to
good.
make a landing.
It lands on a
GS2
landing
bottles look
ship?
good.
Oh my goodness.
Trajectory looks good on both stages. 4 minutes, 50 seconds into flight.
They're using American terms for speed? No, they're not. Shouldn't it be bald eagles per something or washing machines per... Those are your units of measurement, aren't they?
Now passing 5 minutes, 10 seconds into flight.
Thank you. Freedoms per second.
Thrust on both BE3Us continues to look good. 5 minutes, 20 seconds in. Less than 2 minutes now remaining to GS1 engine ignition.
Thank you again, everybody, for
GS1
joining
is
us for
reaching
New
out.
so
Glen's
cool.
first launch to space. So far, 5 minutes and 30 seconds into launch. Everything continues to be nominal. A clean separation of stage 1 from stage 2. Stage 1, our
Furlongs
booster.
per
We are looking
fortnights?
to land it
Bro,
on our
that's
landing
Europe.
ship, Jacqueline. There you see its targeted landing spot where the feather is there. And stage 2, carrying the Pathfinder for Blue Ring, will continue its mission up towards Mio
I just want to
orbit,
see the thing
where
land on the
we will
ship.
be collecting data
that okay,
for
guys?
6 hours. But let's continue to watch here as the two vehicles continue on their way.
Good, both BE3Us.
I didn't see it live on when it happened, but I did see the video of it tag run. Super cool stuff. Nagweed, thank you for
Confirmed
the follow, by the way.
GS1 engine chill active. Less than 1 minute now remaining to exo-atmospheric engine ignition. 6 minutes, 30 seconds into flight.
So coming
at
up here,
them.
we're going to see the middle of the 3 7BE4
Body
engines
rates on
on the
GS1
booster
and
light
GS2 look
up.
good.
Not a single person was sitting there.
Chamber pressures on both BE3Us
This is going to
continue look good
slow
throughout
the
burn.
vehicle down, and then as the vehicle gets closer to the landing ship, the
Amazon
Jacqueline,
delivery to the moon.
The 2 outer of the 3 middle engines will shut off, and just 1 in the center will remain to help slow as well as guide the vehicle back to the landing ship.
7 minutes into
As you've
flight.
also seen on the booster vehicle, we have the steering fins at the top of the booster, as well as the strakes, which act essentially as wings. This vehicle is flying back to the Jacqueline, providing lift to come in for a nice, soft, and vertical landing
Oh, that's
onto
sick.
the landing ship, the Jacqueline.
There better be a video of that.
Seeing good chamber pressures on both the E3Us.
All 3 engines relight confirmed.
Body rates look good on GS2.
Oh my god.
Continuing through its planned burn. Now 7 minutes, 45 seconds in.
I love how the reactions are like just
Seeing
very
good MR
adjacent to like
response on the V3U
football game
engines.
reactions.
Seeing good throttle profile. Chamber pressures continue to look good throughout the burn. 8 minutes, 20 seconds into flight.
telemetry from stage 1 has stopped. That's from the
GS2 tank pressures staying within their acceptable limits. Body rate responses look good. Chamber pressures look good throughout the burn.
that's from
8
the
minutes, 40 seconds in.
part that was ejected. Yeah, that's the part that was separated, right?
Now passing 9 minutes into flight.
Ash, I
Continue
played
to see data from both stages.
2.
GS2 data quality continues to look good throughout the burn. Chamber pressures, both engines staying very close to each other. GS2 trajectory is nominal. Less than 3 minutes now remaining in the GS2 burn.
Is it on the ship now?
Thank you again, everybody, for joining us. Wow, what a moment so far. We obviously have some frozen data here on our stage 1,
Uh-oh.
on our booster. We're still waiting to understand what the situation is with the booster. Meanwhile, our second stage,
Oh, God.
GS2, continues
10 minutes, 20 seconds into
its
flight.
ascent, as well as its climb towards Mio, which is where it is headed this evening. We are still waiting.
Continue to see good throttle response
Again,
on both
our
the
first
E3 engines.
our primary objective, getting to
rates,
orbit
continue to
safely.
look stable
Let's stand
throughout
by
the
here.
the diversion. Remember, don't worry about the other stage. We just want to get into orbit.
Tank pressure is staying within acceptable limits. Bottle pressures look good. Data quality continues to look good throughout the GS2 burn.
Dang, that's moving so fast. Rapid unplanned disassembly. Thank you, Dasabit. I like how you're like, I don't think she does
11
that.
minutes, 10 seconds into flight.
Tim, that's a given.
GS2 is now 1,700 kilometers downrange, traveling at 6.7 kilometers per
That's
second.
so great. What's the height at which you are no longer
Data looks good. Coming down
are
from
the
2 years.
heights in Kerbal Space Program the same as the heights in like IRL stuff in order to achieve like a full orbit around Earth safely? Without re-entry? The heights in KSP are reduced.
Both
Smaller
B3
scale.
U's continue to look good, tracking nicely in chamber pressure. Body rate responses are stable. 12 minutes, 10 seconds into flight.
Jesus Christ. Tim, no you don't. Tim.
We have IAP vanish. GS2 is now orbital.
Don't monkey me. Nice. All right, you guys want to keep watching this for a little bit more, or do we want to swap back to our regular scheduled content?
And we have engine cut off.
Hey, bub.
Body rates look good following engine cut off.
Thank you again, everybody, for joining us. Seco,
First ghost,
we
coast to
cut off we cut off the engines
brother-in-law
on the
was
second
up there?
stage. What does that mean?
Was there?
That mean that we hit our key,
Wait,
critical,
where?
#1 objective. We got to orbit safely. Congratulations, Blue Origin. Y'all have gone orbital.
Oh, he was at the launch. Yo, let's go.
What a day. We see our teams down in Huntsville, our teams in Kent. I know the team out at Cart Park down here in
Tim,
Florida.
thanks for
They
cleaning
are
that
all
up with
losing
Dawson.
their minds. Congratulations, everybody. What a day. We are in space. We've got our Blue Ring Pathfinder
If I had
ready to warm
the
up,
gaming sound clip on my
ready to start
stream deck, I would play
drawing in all of
gaming
that great information.
right now.
What a day. We're going to go
There's a
Cart
high mom
Park
sign.
here. We have Eddie Seifert.
14 minutes, 10 seconds into
Hey, Ariane, we are so happy to be here at Rocket Park, our orbital launch site. This team is so proud that we got to orbit. What an incredible rumble from the B4
Super cool.
engines.
Bob, I hope you're doing
this
well, by the way.
is such an experience to live together, to be a part of this community.
Look at all the kids.
Amazing. You can feel the energy. What a fantastic
Yes,
day.
Takaro.
Thank you, Eddie. To the whole team, again, congratulations on getting to orbit. Now, I know all of you are tuning in. We're still trying to get
Millie,
all
what
of
is
the data
Gus?
here. We seem to have lost telemetry on the first stage, on the booster. We very well may have lost the
can feel the
booster.
energy.
We're still coming in with all of the information. I want to make sure that we get you the right information.
City thanks so much.
But
That's appreciate it.
nonetheless, the main objective that we were going for this evening
The
is that
deflection.
we hit orbit. And now I do have confirmation that we did in fact lose the booster. You can see from the map there how close physically.
Tintac, is
the
that what they did
booster
for the
got
other
to
rocket?
making
They
its
just, like,
landing. Of course,
put
we'll
more
have all of
GoPros
the
on it?
information on what
Seriously?
exactly
Approximately
happened
15
with the
minutes.
booster in the last moments. As you did hear, we did have the booster relight, the 3 middle engines, which is what we were looking for. So things we know were good up until that point. But we just need to go through the data. And of course, after the show,
I wanted to
on all of
see
our
it
social
blow
media
up,
channels,
though.
we are going to have more information on those details. But key here, we hit our main objective. We got to orbit safely. Let's go up to mission control and launch control.
Gotcha, Tintac. Gotcha.
Maggie, what's going on upstairs right now? I bet our team is pretty excited.
The fives, Ariane, they were high. The bumps were fisted. It was, oh my gosh.
The what?
It was electric. I've got these people
The what?
here. They're still working. They've been standing up. They've been sitting down. The folks behind me are celebrating. It is a good
The
night
bumps
here
were
up in
fisted?
Mission Control. Obviously, you know, as you mentioned, lost the booster, but there's
She said the
still a
bumps
lot
were
of work
fisted.
going on. We've got these guys in Mission Control, guys and gals in Mission Control, ready to keep watching our second stage, see if that Blue Ring Pathfinder can continue on its mission. And, the work's going to continue for quite a while tonight, Ariane.
It was really cool.
That's right. My team, our
Sorry,
in-space
Hans,
systems
yikes.
team, their job basically has
someone
just
please clip
started,
that?
right? They're going to get that Blue Ring Pathfinder
Holy
going.
shit.
Maggie, can I ask you, we felt it down here in the studio. What was that rumble like as New Glenn was taking off?
It was hard to describe. It was the rumble, the railings shook, but also it was so
I'm waiting to see what else she
Ariane.
says now.
That whitish blue light out there was just impossible to take our eyes off of. Everybody here was glued to their view right over there, and it's been just incredible.
Amazing. You can see on our screen there, we've got the executives. We see there in the middle, we've got our CEO. We've got Jeff Bezos. We have Dave Limp, our CEO. Mark Featherstone, who has been on this program since day one. I see the deputy of our New Glenn
You guys can't see my heart rate, but it's at like 125 right now.
The executives of our team members as New Glenn was taking off. Man, oh man, what a
Do you think
moment.
did you think they heard what she said
Maggie
too?
was mentioning what's so cool about when New Glenn takes off, not only is it bright like a lot of those rockets, but that LNG burns this beautiful, beautiful blue. And man, the skies over Florida were lit tonight. And New Glenn, Stage 2, continues its mission up to Mio. What a fantastic
If we can get a permit
day.
for you, Barry,
This
that'd be
team,
great.
Blue Origin, across this country, you guys should be so proud of yourselves. Getting to orbit is hard. There are not many countries, companies, whatever you want to say it, that have ever been to orbit. And y'all, we did it on our first go. Congratulations. That is huge. Denise, you've been at this company for several years. I've been here a decade. You've been here for 4 years.
Almost 5. Yeah, I actually, I started crying. I'm filled with excitement, and I'm just filled with gratitude. Like all of us play a small part in this success. It really does take thousands of engineers to really come together and work together to make this happen. And I'm just very grateful and humbled to be a part of it. And I'm also just so incredibly proud of our team. And I know we talked about the rumble, we anticipated it, and I knew it was coming when we cleared the pad, and it's still
Is it just me, or do all the women have the
earthquake
exact
here
same
in the
hair
studio.
color and the exact same
Yeah,
hairstyle?
I'm very emotional, very happy,
just
and
saying.
very proud.
Congratulations. High five, girl.
Thank you.
No.
All right, let's take
fives
a
were
moment to
high.
reflect on the key moments of today's mission. We met many of our objectives today. We exceeded them. So some of those milestones, we had a clean liftoff. Man, oh man, I will never forget the view of those 7 BE-4 engines and the blue coming out of those nozzles. We had stage separation, a clean stage separation, a clean fairing separation. And then you know what? We reached orbit. Now, we are still going to take some time to deliver our payload
Go back to Nancy.
orbit. As a reminder, the Blue Ring Pathfinder is going to stay attached to that second stage as it orbits the Earth, collecting all its data,
Thank you.
testing all of that very important telecom and avionics technology that is going to roll right into our Blue Ring program, to the Blue Ring vehicle itself. Now, we didn't have booster landing, but man, we got close. And as we have said in the previous webcast, it is about collecting data. Data is the currency of success, and with that being the case, we collected so much data, and man, oh man, we were going to take that information.
Man, oh man.
We're going to roll it back into the next New Glenn, which is literally over my shoulder, waiting to have all of that incorporated. I mean, all of this, the engineering that has gone into it, the testing.
And all the lessons learned, too. These are really complicated, intricate engineering systems that we have designed, and it's really hard to do. And every time we get that data and we can infuse it to the next iteration of it. Of course, we have a GS1-2 right behind us. So there's another booster coming.
All right.
And we're just so proud.
Are we happy with this? Do we want to keep watching or do we want to go back?
You that next launch. I'm raring to go. Denise, it has been a joy to have you here. Thank you for all of your insights, for your joy, your passion. You exude Team Blue and New Glenn, Team New Glenn. Let me just ask you, what are you going to remember the most from this evening?
No, I think we're good.
Seeing that image of the 7 BE4s after it cleared the pad, I mean, again, we...
Okay, I gotta go to the clips. We gotta watch these clips. What the? The thing is, too, she said it, and I was like, that wasn't right. I'm like, wait, she said that super wrong, right? And I'm like, that's why I said, I'm like, did anyone else hear that? Oh my god. What did she say? She said some things. No! Hold on. I need my face visible. Okay, you ready?
Right now, I bet our team is pretty excited.
The 5s, Ariane, they were high, the bumps were fisted. It was, oh my gosh.
The what?
It was electric. I've got these people.
The what?
Here, they're still working. They've been standing up. They've been sitting down. The folks.
Dude, it's my reaction though. I'm like, no.
Right now, I bet our team is pretty excited.
Like, watch my thing.
The 5s, Ariane, they were high. The bumps were fisted. It was, oh my gosh.
The what?
It was electric. I've got these people.
The what?
Here, they're still working. They've been standing up. They've been sitting down. The folks.
Holy shit. Hold on, let me grab the one that Yubari posted too. The what? Holy shit, this is so good. Dasibit, thank you so much for encouraging us to watch this rocket launch. This went into a totally different direction than I was expecting it to go into.
The bumps were fisted. It was, oh my gosh.
The what?
It was electric.
Holy shit. What a jam. No, Mars, it's okay. Okay, News of alert, the bumps were Jesus Christ. Hope you guys enjoyed that segment of us watching the rocket launch, and people be very, very excited for, you know, rocket launch stuff. Yeah, science! Thank you. I'm crying. Dude, literally. Oh, science, I hope you got some good laughs too, dude. No, Mars, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you. How do we... I don't remember what our title was when we started. Does anyone remember? It was, Oh, I don't remember. This project... No. Just change your title to Bumps for Fisted. I feel like Twitch might not be okay with that. As funny as that is, and as much as I would like to do that, I feel like Twitch would not be okay with that. I'm just putting that out there into the universe. VODs always have the original title. Ooh, Stakar, thank you. You're the best. Videos? Oh, you were so right. Thank you. Quest Irvington. There we go. There. Gord, what did you do? Gord!
You keep using the word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
Mara's having a one. We'll catch you later. Thanks so much for checking out. God. Mods, can we get... Coastal, did you just miss all of that? Dude, are you just coming into stream right now? Did you miss all of that? No, you didn't. Condiment Services, thanks to the lurk. I appreciate you. Guys, one last big shout out for Science again for coming with the raid, dude. Thank you so much. Miss what? Good God. Don't worry about it. Thanks, chat. Yeah, dude, Science, thanks for hanging out. Really means a lot. Of course you had to. How could you not? Okay, that doesn't have any gas in it. I see you, Stakaro. Do I need to have the gas can in my hand when I do this? Or do none of these vehicles have gas in them?
Hey, listen!
Oh, none of them have gas. No. Okay, no, it's okay. It's okay. We can work with this. We can work with this. Cyborg, thank you for the follow. And Neff, hey, dude, thanks for hanging out with us, too. In friendship contract, after all. Yeah, of course, right? Let's just start exploring these buildings while we still have power. So this is the Brought Cattle Farm. Dude, I genuinely don't think she knows what she said. I don't think she knows. Gotcha, caveman, gotcha. Whoops, nope. Oh, is it only just behind that door? Oh my god. Ooh, this is scary. Oh. This is fine. No, she has no clue she said that. I don't think anyone truly knows what she said, no. Oh, did she hesitate, Radar? The internet will be sure to inform her. Correct, yes. No, it sounds so close. Where is it? Oh, chat, this is gonna scare the bejeebers out of me. Oh my god. Oh. What? Oh, right, this is the cattle thing, right? Oh, this is so wild. Isn't this cool, guys? Yeah, the auction hall. Link. Das said, but by the way, in the future, if there are more rocket launches and I'm streaming, let me know. I'm super happy to show them. Added bonus if the newscast people goof what they're saying, but no, I'm super happy to watch those launches, dude. You saw the zombie? Yes. Yeah, dude, I love science. I love technology. It was, I actually felt myself tearing up a little bit watching that rocket get launched. It's just the sheer amount of technology and tomfoolery that the human race has, like, figured out how to do. I'm just like, man, this is crazy. This is crazy. Take the camera, apocalypse stream when? Take the what? No, I'm not streaming tomorrow either, Dasabit, so that's okay. No fussin'. No, like, I literally, I felt my eyes watering. It's just, it's incredible. It's incredible what the human race has been, I'm not even joking. What the, where's the dog chew toy? Hey, listen! Can I read the receipt? Kitty cat Katie, thanks for the follow, welcome. Even when I get on a plane and I'm flying somewhere, just the sheer power and the absolute nonsense of having this great big hunk of metal flying in the air. Like, it's not lost on me every single time. I'm just like, this is incredible. This is incredible that we have the ability to do this. Hi, Lefty. How are you? I'm so sorry I didn't say hi to you. I did have that one thing that I thought was really, really important to share with you in the moment. Dude, how are you doing? It's really good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Guys, Lefty's a fantastic streamer, by the way. He's hilarious. He's great. Him and I banter and back and forth a lot. Definitely go check him out. Where's the rocket going? Space. Yeah. Am I wrong? Bro was going to space. What do you mean? You literally can't. You cannot tell me I'm wrong. You cannot tell me I'm wrong. My character's really hungry. So we're gonna eat all of this ginseng, and then I'm gonna literally eat this entire jar of ranch. Lefty, did you hear that? Were you there for that part of the stream? Did you hear what that lady said? No, seriously, dude. Hey, listen. Hi, Chrissy. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. Dude, it's quality. Ranch doesn't need to be refrigerated, right? Actually, it doesn't. Ooh. Doesn't that actually kind of gross you out now that you think about it? That ranch dressing isn't refrigerated in grocery stores? It's got dairy in it. You didn't hear it? Lefty, do you want to hear the clip that we made from the rocket launch? Hey, listen! Grassroots, hey, thanks for the follow too. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Do I care? Oh, no, you'll care. You'll care. You'll care. You'll care. Where's that? Who's the last person to post? Can someone post it again? Holy crap. Okay, Lefty, you ready? Oh my god, why can't I click? Oops.
Right now, I bet our team is pretty excited.
The fives, Ariane, they were high. The bumps were fisted. It was, oh my gosh.
The what?
It was electric. I've got these people.
The what?
Here. They're still working. They've been standing up. They've been sitting down. The folks.
Right now, I bet our team is pretty excited.
The fives, Ariane, they were high. The bumps were fisted. It was, oh my gosh.
The what?
It was electric. I've got these people.
The what?
Here. They're still working.
Wait. We're gonna replay this one more time. Can you guys hear people laughing in the background? I swear, now that I'm listening to this like 5 times over, I swear you can hear people laughing in the background.
Right now, I bet our team is pretty excited.
The fives, Ariane, they were high. The bumps were fisted. It was, oh my gosh.
The what?
It was electric. I've got these people.
The what?
Here. They're still working. They've been standing up. They've been sitting down. The folks
Here's right now.
Jesus. Jesus. Yeah, Lefty, you're not wrong. Yeah, you can hear them laughing after. Can we actually just have the clip as a pinned message in chat? Can we just pin that, please? Evan, dude, it's insane. I wonder if it's even worthwhile going in there. There might not even be anything in there. If you guys click on that clip and you watch it enough, it will go into the BRB clip scene. If that gets enough views, it gets automatically tossed in there. You have a brilliant idea. That's the first. What's up? What? What do you want? Let me cook? Okay. I don't know, man. Lefty tells me he has a brilliant idea. Like, I don't doubt it, but I'm also very sussed out. Oh my god. What a time to be alive. Dassipit, thank you for that. You opened it 27 times, you did your part. Okay. Okay, one's in chat for just like guzzling down a jar of ranch dressing. One's in chat. Oh, we get more than hours of enjoyment from that. We get a lot more than that. Guzzle! Okay. Dad, I hope you're happy. I don't, does this make me unhappy to eat it? It doesn't actually make me, wow. So when you eat things like that, usually it makes your character unhappy. This did not make Ultrasaurus unhappy. Ultrasaurus was like, this is the most delicious thing I have had to eat this entire time. Yo, is that a police hat? That's the police. Oh, I want a police hat. Try half first? Oh no. We ate the whole thing. We don't do things in small ways. Dude, if I'm gonna eat the ranch dressing, I'm eating all of it. In-game hypno. Oh god, the rock broke. I hit so many zombies with the rock broke. In real life, bro, no. Sriracha? Don't.
Hey, listen.
Yeah, I broke the rock. Ryuk, thanks so much for following. Welcome. Thanks for hanging out with us. Man, now this feels so dull compared to newscasters bungling their words. This literally, like, I'm like, I feel like we hit the peak for, like, I'm glad we had that moment. But now I'm just coming back from that moment and I'm like, I'm grieving the fact that like, that was probably the funniest thing that was gonna happen on stream all night. Dude, I'm still hungry. You have bootleg sriracha? Wait, what do you mean bootleg? What does bootleg mean? Aren't there like 1,000,001 brands of it now? Isn't like the OG sriracha, the Hui Feng Foods, like it's not good anymore? No, like the OG recipe is bad now, hey? Not good. The design of the bottle is really similar. They're all the... Yubari, they're all the same now, dude. Dude, you know about what happened with sriracha, right? Oh, salamander. It was a whole thing and a half. Basically, TLDR, the original sriracha company, they just got like, oh, there's chimkins in there. They got too greedy and they tried to like cheap out on the chilies that they had exclusive access to. Yeah, rooster sauce, yeah. No, Yubari, that wasn't it. Hui Feng Foods, they basically got really greedy. And they didn't want to pay the chili company for the set price that they had already had on the chili peppers. And so they both sued each other. Because the chili pepper company said, dude, we're not giving you the peppers. You already paid for it. You can't take backsies and say, no, we're not paying you that much for it. And Hui Feng Foods sued the chili pepper company because they're like, we need these peppers. We have a contract. You owe us these peppers. Right? Basically, both companies won their suits in court, but Hui Feng Foods ended up owing, like, the chili pepper company so much more money. Anyways, because the contract is broken, there's no longer an exclusive deal between the chili pepper farmers and their brand of chili peppers and Hui Feng Foods. So now they sell their peppers to anyone, and it's no longer an exclusive thing to the OG Sriracha company. So Sriracha the Hui Feng Foods not only owed the pepper company millions of dollars, but now they no longer have a monopoly on the product. Coastal, dude, it was what a wild time to be alive, eh? So now there's actually like a bunch of different companies that are basically selling sriracha with the same peppers. Yeah, they don't have the exclusive pepper anymore. Ngoy, there's brands that get really close to the same taste though. It's very similar. Ooh. Oh my god. Do we think there's zombies in here? Whoa! Whoa! Yeah! Are there just like eggs in here? Or is that... Oh, no, 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 no. No, no, no! There are eggs in here! Oh, that's really sad. They don't have nesting boxes. Wait. Well, pretty much only on pho do you use it? Yeah, I gotcha, dude. I gotcha. I do believe you found your new base. Bro, I've found my new base. Do you know how stinky it's gonna be in here? How rinky dinky stinky it would be in here with all the— oh my god, look at all the eggs. Oh yeah, this is pretty sick though. Lofty, were you here in chat when we were talking about that? Were you here in chat? Were you here for that? Or do you actually just know about that? A fleshing tool? Oh my god. Seriously? They have way more space than IRL, to be honest. Yes and no, Neff. Broiler chickens, which are like the chickens that are used in the meat industry, they are in a pretty big space, but it's also very crowded too. If that makes sense. I'ma take your eggs. These look like, sorry, this is the farmer in me seeing these chickens. These look like Rhode Island chickens. Wait, does it tell me their species? These look like, Leghorn and Rhode Island chickens. Leghorn hen? Look at me go! Look at me go! Ah! Rhode Island! I'm such a good farmer! Look at me! I properly identifying chickens in a video game. Oh. Good job, Alter. Pippa! I'm actually genuinely so proud of myself. I didn't think to actually go and look at the the chickens. Why do you call him Boris the bullet dodger? Because he dodges bullets. Do you have a foghorn leghorn in person? No, I really don't. I really don't. Sorry to disappoint. You know what's weird? I guess in this game, according to the game, the turkeys don't lay eggs. Which they should. You know what? I wish I did too. I wish I did too. I'm sorry, buddy. Dude, I'm gonna cook all of these eggs and I'm gonna eat them all. Holy moly. Turkeys lay eggs? Weasel, stop. Half the time you guys say things in chat, I actually can't tell if you're trolling or you don't know. And from my experience of working on a farm, it is totally not, like, unimpossible that someone doesn't know that stuff. No, seriously. We used to have a cow that was lactating on the farm, and I would hand milk her. And I flat out had a full-ass grown adult man ask me, so is that a boy or a girl? Didn't know. Didn't know. Milking the cow. Milking the cow titties. Getting milk. Genuinely did not know if the cow was a boy or a girl. I don't actually remember how I answered chat. I don't remember. Because I had to do my very best to... Do you know when for the most part, I'm a true believer of there's no such thing as a stupid question. Right? Yeah, Panzer, I see what you're doing. I try my best to believe there's no such thing as a stupid question. Okay? But when I am asked a question like that, honestly, sometimes it's really difficult trying to figure out how to answer the person's question without making them feel stupid. Does that make sense? How old were you at the time? I don't disclose how old I am on stream. But I was an adult milking the cow. Is all I'll say. Have a good night, Condiment Services. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you. I think I said this is female cows are the only ones that you can milk. Therefore, she's a girl. I think that's how that conversation went. Okay, let's write on our chat. How do I pause while I'm on the map? F2? Yeah, there we go. Trailers plus sheep, bunny, chicken, pig, turkey. Need gas. Okay. We are slowly but surely making our way over to Irvington. You take milk from the neighbor's cow every morning. Weird cow only has one udder. Oh, Jesus Christ. Mr. Corb, what is that from? Is that from Succession? Also, Lefty, I hope you're doing well, by the way, friend. It's really good to see you. Meet the parents. Oh. Oh! Wait. Meet the Parents. I didn't watch that one. I watched the movie after that. Was utterly it was... Considering that this adult was at the farm with their child, so they were a father, which you would hope you... If you've reproduced and you've had children, you would hope that you know how titties and milk work. You would hope. I was genuinely stunned. I was stunned. I was like, I don't know what to tell you. A good friend of mine has a PhD and became a mother in her 30s. It was at that time that she understood where milk comes from and why it gets produced by mammals. What's her PhD in? What the... Do different ladies have different compositions of milk? Different cows do, like different cow breeds. So Holstein cows, their milk is like, for all intents and purposes, their milk is 3% fat. Jersey cows have anywhere between 5 to 6% fat. Basically, yeah, the milk from different animal species is different. They contain varying different nutrients and enzymes and fat levels. I believe what's really interesting is like goat milk almost has like, it's almost naturally homogenized. So unlike cow's milk, where the fat separates from the rest of the milk if you leave it sitting out on the counter for a while. Hi, Dynastic. It's good to see you. Yeah, we're doing all right. I hope you're doing well. Goat's milk doesn't separate as easily, so it's actually easier to make cheese out of it. Yeah, good question. Are mammals the only ones that produce milk? It depends on what your definition of milk is. No, like, I'm serious. Because there's a couple of different things in terms of animal biology that can be referred to as milk. The semen from salmon, from the male salmon, that's literally called milk. And when you collect the semen from the salmon, you're milking the salmon. If you're going to talk specifically like about lactose, like dairy as we know it, it's only mammals produce it. Yeah, only mammals do it.
Hey, listen.
It's just the term that we have for it, Hypno, you know? Pigeons have crop milk? What is that? Escobar and Randome, thanks so much for the follows. Welcome. Something that's nourishing to young. And if we are going to completely ignore the fact that a lot of different animal species regurgitate food for their young, like birds do that, then yeah, mammals are the only ones that produce like milk for their young, specifically to nurture them. But fun fact, by the way, guys, a lot of people feel like, so there's different definitions as to what defines a mammal, right? Reikiwaza, the stuff at the grocery is just all soy juice. Sure. And one of the key defining features of a mammal is the ability to produce milk for their young. Some cockroaches do as well, but specifically for their young, though, Carl, for their young. To nourish their young, their offspring. But one of the definitions that a lot of people are like, oh, this is exclusive to mammals. Only mammals give birth to live babies. Nope. Nope. There are a lot of animals out there that are not mammals that give birth live to their offspring. Sharks are one of them, by the way. Are all milks produced by mammals include lactose? I don't actually know the answer to that. But I do know that different mammals have different varying levels of lactose in their milk. I might be wrong about this, so chat, you can fact check me, but I'm pretty sure camel milk is particularly, it's lower in lactose than other milks. Pones, no comment. And then there's the platypus. No, Lefty, you are also Carl. It's really good to see you. Seals can drink their mama's milk for 4 days and put on 50 pounds from it. Oh my god. Oh, salamander. I didn't know that. Interesting. Pacific beetle cockroach larvae, like the, how do you say that? The tsetse fly? Grow inside their mother where they consume a liquid that scientists say is one of the most calorie-rich milks on the planet. Interesting. Yeah, some snakes have live young as well, too. Yeah, Voikiben. It's part of the definition, but it's not an exclusive definition, if that makes sense. It's not a defining thing that no other animal species doesn't also do. Camel milk is about 4% lactose. How much is cow's milk? Pones, the reason why I don't want to answer that question is because I don't like talking about where I live in Canada, and depending on where you live in Canada, you may or may not use bagged milk. So that's why I don't want to comment on that is all. But it's a valid question, right? Because not all of Canada uses bagged milk. Are almonds mammals? They got milk. No. No, it's Pones. It's not. It's not. You were always fascinated by the different pupil shapes, like goats. Yeah. So animals like goats, cows, horses, deer, basically ungulates. The way that their pupils are shaped like that is because it allows them to have a wider range of vision. You'll notice with a lot of prey animals that they'll have eyes shaped like that because it enables them to have not quite a 180 view, but very, very close. They pretty much can see all the way around them except for directly behind them. Woo! Yeah, snakes can be ovoviviparous or viviparous. Yeah, so basically either hatching from an egg or live birth is a fancy way of saying it, which Carl is familiar with. Seeing predators vertically, but cuttlefish, their pupils are a W. Really? Do we know why their pupils are shaped in a W shape? Actually, enough. I can talk about that if you'd like. The reason why humans consume milk of another species. If you'd like to, if you're interested in learning more about that, I'm more than happy to chat about that. Yeah, it's actually, Neff, it's a really, really cool part of, like, human evolution. So, we're going back to, like, not quite the Unga Bunga days, but we're going back to when, kind of before the appearance of civilizations in human history. And I don't remember exactly how many thousands of years ago we started domesticating animals. But calories and food consumption and energy has always been a driving point in human evolution. The fact that a big pivotal point in human history was the cooking of meat, was creating fire and cooking meat. It made it so that our bodies were better able to absorb the amino acids and basically everything in meat versus just eating it raw. And so being able to cook meat, cook proteins, and absorb all of those calories and that energy was a big reason why humans as a species were so successful. Now, it's hard for us to, like, basically look back and why were we drinking milk? Well, back then, food wasn't readily available. You couldn't go to the grocery store to just get food, right? You had to hunt for your food, and you had to grow your own foods, and there weren't... Sim! Give me 1 second, guys. Let me say hi to Sim. Sim, it's so good to see you. We're talking about why people drink milk and why we evolved to consume dairy. Sim, you're surviving wrong, by the way. Crafton, get the hell out of here. Hi, guys. Welcome. My name is Ultrasaurus. I'm a mixed-race Canadian streamer. We yell at Crafton sometimes, but we do survival strategy and simulation games, and tonight we're playing Project Zomboid. We're having a lot of fun. Oh, Sim! Oh my god, Sim, I have to show you this. No. If you got a raid and run, that's okay, but no. I need to show you this. Is it still a pinned message? Oh, it's still a pinned message. Can someone copy it back into chat so I can pull it up? Because the follow Sim thing is covering it for me. Sim, we watched the rocket launch happen.
Here's right now.
We watched the rocket launch happen like an hour ago, and it was unhinged. Sim.
Right now, I bet our team is pretty excited.
The fives, Ariane, they were high. The bumps were fisted. It was, oh my gosh.
The what?
It was electric. I've got these people.
The what?
Here. They're still working. They've been standing up. They've been sitting down.
Right now, I bet our team is pretty excited.
The fives, Ariane, they were high. The bumps were fisted. It was, oh my gosh.
The what?
It was electric. I've got these people.
The what?
Here. They're still working. They've been standing up. They've been sitting down. The folks
Right now.
Anyways, if you guys want to rewatch it, it's here. Sim, I'm so glad you're in here, friend. It is so good to see you. I hope you had a lovely stream. You were playing Wordle. Ooh. What did you do on, if you have time, I would love to hear, what did you do on stream tonight? Did she say they... Carl, I don't want to talk. Hyper! It's good to see you, my friend. Welcome. Oh. Yeah, she was trying to say, fist bumps. But then she super didn't say that. But Sim, I hope you had a lovely stream. If you guys are not familiar with Simcopter 1, they are one of my all-time favorite streamers on the platform. Super wholesome. Just, they are my cozy go-to place, especially if I'm having a bad day. He's just like such a great place to hang out with. He does a variety of games. He historically has done Project Zomboid. He was doing a lot of hardcore World of Warcraft. I know in one of the past streams too, he was playing Ticket to Ride, which is a board game that you can play online too. Anyone in chat from Sim's stream, if you guys want to update us on what Sim was up to, I would love to hear about it. Yeah, the fives were high. She was so off with that knit, so off. You guys need to follow Sim if you guys are not already following Sim. He is like one of the best of those people on this platform, and like genuinely.
She stuttered because she realized herself what she said, but hey, we all have been there, you know, lol.
She sure did. She she knows. Ticket to Ride again. Nice, nice. I was actually talking about that with some friends. I was like, it's such a difficult game to master. The third, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome. He dunked everyone in Ticket to Ride. Let's go. Let's go. We'd love to hear that. Excuse me. What was I gonna say? Hold on. But yeah, like, especially if you guys are in the Discord, like, when I cancel stream and I'm like, hey guys, I'm feeling really sick, I'm feeling really awful, and I cancel my stream, I can guarantee you, if I cancel my stream because I'm not feeling well, and you go to Sim stream, you will see me in there. 100%. Mods, if we can get one more shout out for Sim, I would really appreciate that, seriously. He is just, like, goodness gracious, just such a fantastic individual. Someone who I highly admire, and, you know, with everything that I do with streaming, like, I basically look at Sim stream and I'm like, I want to take what you do and how you make people feel and try my best to incorporate that into my own stream too. No, Sim is fantastic, seriously. Except for Crafton. Bro, we'll talk about milk in like 30 seconds. We were in the middle of talking about, dairy. Actually, hold on. Not milk again. Bro, what do you mean? What do you mean? Why you gotta be like that? Neff, are you still in chat, by the way? I should ask when ads are over. Yeah, that's good. Come on. Welcome back, guys, from ads. Appreciate it. Neff, are you still in chat for me talking about milk and dairy? I'll still talk about it regardless. I'm just wondering if you're still in chat. Still here? Okay. Yeah, so a big thing, we're talking about why people drink milk. And that's true. For the majority of animals, for the majority of species, milk is provided to the young. They consume it when they're young, and basically what the body does is it produces an enzyme called lactase. anything with ASE at the end, ACE is an enzyme. Enzymes break apart or enzymes tend to put things together or break things apart for the most part. And lactose is a dimer sugar, dimer carbohydrate, meaning it has 2 carbon rings. And our bodies are not able to digest carbohydrates or sugar like that. It needs to be broken down into its singular parts, its singular units, which is called a monomer. And so what lactase does is it finds lactose, which is a 2-part sugar, and it breaks it apart, and it makes it so that we can digest it and absorb it. As you get older, as you are no longer a juvenile mammal, your body goes, hey, big boy, you're good. Don't need the milk sauce anymore. And you just stop producing lactase. You no longer, your body no longer codes for that enzyme, and you stop producing it. Now, in places, and I don't remember how many thousands of years ago, but through the domestication of animals in human history, and this is with, like, not Unga Bunga humans, but Homo sapiens sapiens, so they're the same species as us. You know, we domesticated goats, we domesticated cows. And someone out there was like, yo, what if we drank the mammal milk, right? What if we drank the mammal milk? And the reason why this was so good was it was another means of extra calories. It was another means of getting more nutrients into people. Yeah, enough. I guess I'm just talking for everybody's sake right now, right? But essentially, you know, the people who consumed dairy in these specific regions, it was more advantageous if they kept producing the lactase enzyme later into life beyond being an infant. And so that's why, you know, depending on your ethnic background, like where your family and your roots originate from, if you kind of are from areas where milk was a big part of their diet, you're more likely to retain the ability to produce lactase, the enzyme, so that you can still break down and digest lactose. And then even if you are from one of those areas, if you kind of just stop eating dairy for a while, your body also just kind of naturally stops producing lactase as well. And then I guess to kind of go full circle as to, well, why do we still consume dairy, right? Why we don't need this. We have food readily available to us. So even though this is no longer like a necessity and a upside or something that helps you survive better, why do we consume it? And to be quite honest with you guys, for lack of a better word, dairy is delicious. Cheese is delicious. It's a big part of our culture. It's a big part of a lot of the foods that we eat. And it's just so integrated into, you know, the foods that we have, right? Yeah, exactly. We don't need milk to survive anymore. We don't. You can not drink dairy and you'll be okay. But I'm so sorry. I personally, fun fact, I'm becoming less and less lactose tolerant. And fun fact, if you guys didn't know that, if you are able to eat cheese and dairy as an adult, you are an anomaly. The majority of the human race is either semi-lactose intolerant or lactose intolerant. So if you have troubles consuming dairy as an adult, you're normal. The ability to continue to digest dairy well into adulthood, you are an anomaly and you are so lucky. Yeah. Neff, did I it's kind of a non-scientific answer to your question as to like, why do we still do this? But it's a pretty simple answer too. Hi, you're an anomaly? So I had no problems consuming dairy until actually this past year. This past year has made it very, very clear to me that, we don't have the greatest time later when we consume dairy. And I'm still curious to find out what is the... Well, you are aging like a fine cheese, Sim. Like a fine cheese. I'm still curious to find out at what point will the consequences of lactose intolerance catch up to me to the degree where I'm like, maybe I shouldn't eat the cheese. Maybe I shouldn't eat... Like, I'm like, how bad does it need to get for me to be like, you know what? I don't need the pizza today. It's okay, Sim. Wouldn't it be like a fine wine? Cheese works too. like a fine milk, bro. I think Sim just called me sour cream. You can't drink milk. Yeah, no, it's... And that's completely normal, Stephanie. That's totally normal. I think Sim just called me sour cream. Try modifying your gut ecology with fermented food like kimchi. Lactobacillus does... There's bacteria that produce lactase in kimchi? Seriously? Also, Sim, I heard you absolutely, like, kicked butt today at Ticket a Ride. Oh, neat. Yeah. Darn, I didn't know that. Super cool. I actually have a big tub of kimchi in the fridge right now. So what you're saying is I, like, eat a big tub of kimchi and then I eat a big tub of cheese. Dude, I still have so much expired stuff in the fridge, Sim. It's, like, not even funny. It's really bad. You know the answer, but still confused why we take, No, Neff, I got you. So Neff, just so you get to know me a little bit better, I actually work on a farm. Albeit it is a small farm. It's not like a big intensified farm. But you can... Helicopter! Oh my god! Coming with a tier 1 sub? Thank you so much. That was very kind of you. That adds another point for our Partner Plus number. Thank you so much.
Hi.
Yeah, so Neff... So fun fact, there are... You can have a cow produce a calf, and you don't necessarily... So you're the expired food streamer? What have you guys done? What have you guys done? You don't actually have to separate the calf from the mother on a smaller scale farm. And the cows don't... We would hand milk the cow enough. And the cows wouldn't mind. The cows were super happy to get milk. They would get lots of treats while they were getting milked. And our last... So it's been a while since we've had a lactating cow on the farm. But our last cow that we had, she lactated until... I think we had her going for 2 years or so. It was kind of crazy. I see what you're saying, Neff. I see what you're saying. The end... So this is my stance. This is my opinion. And I'm not saying anyone's choices or opinions are wrong in chat. Like, please, like, I'm just prefacing, like, I respect everybody's stances. I respect what everybody does. And I think a big reason why people are vegan is because, A, they don't agree with the practices that are happening. And that's fair and valid. But that's also their way of protesting things that they don't agree with too, right? Like, I don't like what you're doing. I'm not going to consume or purchase your products, right? And just to give you guys some more background too, I have a Bachelor of Science in Biology, and a lot of my educational background focused on animal ethics and welfare and the intensification of agriculture. Just so you know, I'm not just like talking out of my ass here. End of the day, you could yell from the rooftops that you don't agree with dairy industry, you don't agree with how milk is produced and how it's distributed, and that's fine. End of the day, people are not going to, realistically, they're not going to give up cheese and dairy and milk. They're not. You can say the same thing with fishing, you know, we're depleting the oceans, stop overfishing, just stop buying fish. People are not going to stop buying fish. People are not going to stop consuming dairy, especially in places that are like third world countries. Like, that's a very essential, like, again, like calorie source and food source for them. My personal opinion is I am a very strong advocate for using consumerism to increase the welfare and life of these animals, right? It's like, if you guys have gone to the grocery store, people joke about it. How much are you willing to spend on chicken welfare? They joke about it, but that's literally what you're doing. You have the choice to either spend a very, very low amount on eggs that are produced in a very cheap way that is very intensified, but it's less nice for the chickens. Or you can support the farms that provide better welfare, better lives, better areas, better enrichment for these animals, but the eggs cost more, right? Oh, Divine Fox. And the thing is, like, farmers are not, they're not bad people, right? They're not sitting there being like, you know, like they care about their animals, they care about, you know, what they're doing. But farmers are not millionaires. Farmers don't have this limitless amount of money that they can spend. If they're going to invest the money to improve their facilities, improve what they do, to be able to provide more for these animals, it means their product costs more. Right? And so, anyways, I'm not here to tell you, you can't be vegan. Like, no. That's your choice. I 100% respect that. I'm not here to change anybody's minds. I'm not. And I'm not here to say this is right and wrong. No, this is not that type of conversation. I guess what I'm trying to say is, in terms of animal advocacy and ethics and welfare, there are different ways of accomplishing that. And for me, because of my experience, like, on the farm and my experience through my schooling, for me, I feel like consumerism is the best way to improve these conditions. And as someone who works on I know part of the concept of veganism is the concept of I don't want to take something from an animal without its consent. And I can empathize with that, but as someone who works on a farm where the chickens literally walk out, lay their eggs in the most insane places ever, and then walk away from the eggs. Like, we have free-range chickens. They muck about. They live their best lives. But they literally, they don't care about their eggs. Unless they're very, very broody, that means that a chicken is instinctively inclined to sit and lay on the eggs and hatch them. Chickens, they lay their eggs and they just, like, walk away. We have, just to give you an example, we have really, really, really nice nesting boxes. We have nice boxes for the chickens to lay their eggs in. They're comfy, they're cozy, they're clean. But one of our little chickens, I don't know, she was just super naughty. She was almost like one-upping herself each time, like, what is the craziest place that I can lay an egg? And she literally found a box of nails. And she arranged the nails in this box in a nest fashion. Like, literally, she made a nest out of nails. And laid her egg in there and then walked away. And I was like, Henny Penny. They all have names, by the way. They all have Henny Penny. What are you doing? There's literally a million and one place. Even if it's not in the nest box, you could have laid your egg in the hay barn. You could have laid your egg in a nice, comfy, bedded sheep stall. Something. No. This box of nails. Yes. I think I have a... Oh my god, do I have a picture of my... I must have taken a picture. There's no way. Neff says, yeah, I try to keep my views on the topic down. You know what, Neff? Like, you're free to have your opinions in here. Absolutely. Like, again, I'm not here to be like, you're wrong, this and this and that. Like, everybody has a right to their opinion, and everybody has different views and perspectives on what they think is okay and what's not okay, right? Yeah, no, for sure. Like, don't feel like you can't talk about things in here. As long as my ground rule is, as long as everyone is respectful, right? We share, granted, we don't talk about politics or religion in this channel. That's a channel rule. But as long as we all remain respectful, like, I'm super happy to have these conversations. Seriously. I might not agree with you. I might have a different opinion. But I think that's the beauty of being a human being and having these conversations, is if everyone felt the same way and talked the same way, we wouldn't be having these conversations then, right? Have you seen Pigeon Soup with the nest? I think so. Hey, Alter, thanks so much for the follow. Welcome. Egg. Do I just type in egg into Google Photos? Have a good night, Evan. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you. There's no... Did I not take a photo of this nest? Hold on. What if I type in nails into Google Photos? No, those are my nails. This is my nail polish. That's not what I wanted. Hold on, chat. Let me just look really, really quickly to see if I can find this. I really thought I took a picture of it. Maybe I didn't. I remember being so perplexed at Henny Penny. Henny Penny just a naughty chicken. Just a naughty chicken. Yeah, it was Henny Penny and her husband Jacques Pierre. JP. All of the chickens have names on the farm, by the way. They are all named. And we definitely have chickens that are naughtier. They all have very unique personalities. There are some very naughty, stinky chickens. Yeah. This might be slightly deviating. I'm genuinely asking because I've heard it 100 times, but I've always understood a lot of places that farm soy or produce that is not animal products destroy more land and animals. Sprays digging ground where animals live than animal-based farms. I would argue. Again, my specialty and my education is in animals and kind of the environment, and I have not done a lot of research or education on soy. So let me preface with that. But one of the most detrimental things to land and the environment and global warming is, like, cattle farms. You gotta remember, like, the amount of land that you need for cattle versus soy, you need so much more land for cattle. 110%. I don't know, do they grow soy in South America? Because I know a lot of the rainforests are being mowed down and destroyed for cattle farms too. Yisu, you in here? Hi. Can the roaches in Project Zomboid be milked? No, but apparently, Yisu, someone was saying in chat that roaches can be milked. Allegedly. I would argue, Lufty, that one of the most detrimental things to our environment and our planet are the cattle farms, or the beef cattle farms. The amount of resources that they need in both feeding them, water usage, land required to raise cattle is, like, ridiculous. We're talking about agriculture. But again, like, I don't know the soy side of things. You grow a lot of soy in Argentina. Okay, cool, good to know. So I can't answer to that, Lofty, but, like, if soy is worse than than cattle, than animal farming, it's really bad. It's really bad. Ooh, Voikubin, do you know what's another agricultural source of methane that isn't cows? This is super fun. What are the rules for importing domestic animals on farms not native to the land and country? Divine Fox, it depends on the country. Pigs? Nope. Rice. Rice. That's how we got it. Rice. Rice paddies are the second leading cause of agricultural release of methane into the atmosphere. People. Coastal here, living in North America after eating some dairy is the number one cause of methane being released into our atmosphere. Thank you, Coastal. I thought it was me after beans. Yeah, patties are really bad. So essentially, fun fact, by the way, guys. The impact of soy is 32.5 times lower than beef. Okay. That's good to know, Sarah. So rice doesn't actually need to be grown in a rice paddy. Rice does not need to be flooded to grow. It doesn't. So then why do we have rice paddies? Why do we flood these areas to grow rice? Well, rice is a very water tolerant crop. That means that in an environment where it's very flooded, it can still grow, whereas other plants, aka weeds, they are not able to grow in these paddies. Additionally, a lot of the same pests that interfere with crops and destroy them are also unable to live in these flooded paddies, right? And so in flooding in having these rice paddies and flooding and using them to grow rice, it's a natural and easy way as an herbicide and a pesticide that increases the yield of your crop. But the issue is, when you flood an area like that, when you have these rice paddies, there's a lot of organisms and a lot of plant matter and, I guess, bugs, animals, what name you, that aren't able to survive in these paddies. And so what happens is they begin to decompose in these rice paddies. When you have things that decompose, you have a high amount of bacteria that does the decomposition. These bacteria, as a product of their metabolism, they consume oxygen and release methane. And so you get this vicious cycle of things are decomposing, the oxygen is being taken out of the water, and now you have something that's called an anaerobic environment. Anaerobic means there's a lack or no oxygen in it. So now you've further sped up and increased the rate of things that are dying in that water. Thus, it's this vicious cycle of now we have more and more bacteria in there, decomposing all of this dead matter and releasing methane. Oh, Sarah, no way. If you look at all the plant farms, that's also not good. Decipherment, I understand what you're saying, but I can promise you beef cattle is like so bad. So bad. But yeah, so anyways, why is methane bad? Right? You're like, okay, well, whatever. Like, wasn't I taught in school that carbon dioxide was like the biggest leading cause of global warming? Yeah, it is, absolutely. Carbon dioxide is the leading cause of global warming. We have too much carbon dioxide in our atmosphere. It's so much that our Earth, our ecosystems, our environments can no longer compensate for the amount of carbon dioxide that we have in our environment. And so it tips the scale a little bit, and that's all it takes. Methane, although we don't have as much of it in the atmosphere, methane is a significantly more effective greenhouse gas than carbon dioxide. It is able to block and reflect more of the energy from the sun than carbon dioxide. If you compare them one molecule to one molecule, it's significantly more potent. And so that's why it's also equally bad to have methane being released into the environment. Even though, you know, we hear all this talk about carbon dioxide, methane is really, really, really bad. We really don't want methane in the environment. And what's really scary is with global temperatures rising, there's a bunch of these crazy lakes in, like, I think they're in Russia, that are like, these lakes just have like methane in them. But these lakes are frozen for the most part. They're frozen. But as, you know, our world is warming up and these lakes are, and these ponds and lakes are melting, it's releasing huge amounts of methane into the atmosphere. Yeah, methane is pretty much the worst, yeah. Do cow farts matter? They do. Yeah, they do. I believe cows are the #1 agricultural, someone can fact check me out, maybe my numbers are off. I believe they are the highest amount of like methane produced through agriculture, and then rice paddies are #2. Yeah, the permafrost thawing too, exactly. That's it, you got it. Most of the soy that gets produced is not for human consumption. Yeah, no, it's for animals. Yeah. No, exactly enough. You're right about that. Yeah, it's just it's very energy inefficient and very water inefficient to raise cattle and to eat it. How does Earth convert methane back into oxygen? You know what, Gyarados? I don't actually know about the methane cycle on Earth. I know about the carbon dioxide cycle. I know about the nitrogen cycle. We were not taught how Earth compensates for methane. It's not something that we went over. Hi, Casual, how you doing? Good to see you, welcome. Bones, what's up? Sorry, I'm catching up with chat here. There's a lot going on with chat, and I'm also kind of monologuing, so it's beep, stay. Just a little bit of patience. I'm catching up to everything here. You read the rabbits are very land-efficient livestock comparable to chickens? It depends on what they're comparing, Coastal. Like, I don't know what they're comparing. Are they comparing the amount of food needed to feed it and the amount of food produced for the animal in the meat industry? Are they talking about, like, environmentally friendly? I don't know. Have you ever thought about being a teacher or professor? I've considered it, Isu. I've considered it. Hey, George Russell, thank you so much for stopping in and saying hi. I appreciate it. Fun fact, Australia exports 71% of our produce overseas. You guys don't take in a lot of animals, though, hey? Australia is super strict about exporting their native animals. Even skeletons. Like, if you have a kangaroo skeleton, you need, like, a bunch of paper and documentation that says, yes, you're allowed to export that outside of Australia. Rice farmers release crabs as a way to help with pests? Oh, neat. Yeah, the DK releases the grass. The gas. Carl, you got it, yeah. Sorry, I kind of monologue and then I have to catch up with chat, so bear with me. If I miss anything, feel free to repeat yourself, by the way. Methane is a greenhouse gas and it is 4 times heavier than carbon dioxide. If things are that bad, why are we still having babies? Like, people? Humans? Because it would be unethical to tell people what they can or can't do with their body autonomy. That's why. I think in general though, trending, I think more and more of the younger generations are just, we're not having kids. Which is kind of a problem in itself because there's less youth available to support our elderly and aging populations. But no, I think at least in North America, I think people are having less and less kids. Casual, what have you been up to? Google says slowly and indirectly. Wild fact, livestock are about 63% of the total mammal biomass, wildlife are 4%, and humans are the rest. Jeez. Wow, I didn't know that. That's a big number. Are dairy cattle better than beef cattle for the environment? That's a hard question. If you want to treat them well and give them good welfare and give them a good life, I guess dairy cow. Theoretically, a cow is a cow. Theoretically, any single cow should be given the same amount of space as another cow. So a dairy cow should be given as much space and lands to roam as a beef cattle, but that's not how it works. There are a lot of places in the world where dairy cattle don't even get to go outside. They are kept indoors and they are tied, like they are literally tied to a post for their entire life. So this sounds really bad, but from the perspective of, well, you technically don't need to deforest the rainforest and have these gigantic, huge fields. From that perspective, you could argue that dairy cattle are better than beef cattle for the environment, but I don't like making that argument because it's just like, cows are cows, cows produce methane. I would assume that dairy cattle consume more water just because they're producing more liquids for us, but people don't keep beef cattle for the most, I don't know of any farms that keep beef cattle indoors. They're always, you know, on these big ranges. So it's a tough question, Kat, dude, to really answer that because if cows are housed the way that I feel that they should be housed, and granted, it's a little bit different in Canada. In Canada, we have really, really cold winters. Like, super cold. So, of course, in the wintertime, we're going to bring our cows in. They're going to be in barns. If you give the cows the choice between, hey, do you want to go outside? It's minus 30 degrees Celsius. Or the nice warm barn. They're going to choose the nice warm barn. But yeah, Cat Dude, it's a really tough question to, it's really tough to answer that. Right? You'd eat guinea pigs? I think people used to eat guinea pigs. In efficient production systems, rabbits can turn 20% of the proteins they eat into edible meat. Comparative figures for other species are 22 to 23% for broiler chickens, 16 to 18% for pigs, and 8 to 12% for beef. Okay, cool. Cool. You know what? I would say, like, if you guys don't want to necessarily be vegan or vegetarians, but you guys want to be more environmentally conscious, eating less meat is definitely a way to do that. 100%. I would also encourage you guys, if you are able to like purchase meats from like local farmers too. Help support. A lot of local farmers, they really care about the welfare of their animals. They care about the environment. There are a lot of farmers in Canada, by the way, that are very dedicated to actually increasing biodiversity on their fields and cycling everything on the farm. So the manure from the dairy cows goes back out onto the fields. The fields grow the hay and the silage to feed the dairy cows. And it's just this really nice circle where, you know, everything is sustainable, and, you know, they're planting native species on their farms because we know that having a monoculture of plants, aka just having one or a couple species, is not good. I'm more familiar with what Canada is doing for farms, and so like I would buy local. Look into the farms around you. That is also a good way to, you know, support more sustainable practices. The main mechanism for removal of methane from the environment. Where's my weapon? I don't have a weapon. Why don't I have a weapon? Uh-oh. Wait. I literally don't have a weapon. I need to go back to my truck. My truck has a bunch of weapons in it. Earth's atmosphere is oxidation within the troposphere by the hydroxyl radical OH. Hydroxyl radical is a negatively charged oxygen atom bonded to a hydrogen atom. Have a good night. Ciao later. How is that different from a hydroxyl ion? Okay, sounds good. Negatively charged ion oxygen atom bonded to a hydrogen atom. I don't like that description from a chemistry perspective. What? Yeah, oxygen is negatively charged. Hydroxyl radicals are a form of a sink because they scrub the atmosphere clean of pollutant molecules and break them down. For this reason, OH is known as the cleanser of the atmosphere. What's the difference between a hydroxyl radical and a hydroxyl ion? Sorry, from that description, I don't understand the difference. Oh yeah, the rabbits with the disease, yeah. Methane will eventually break down into CO2 and water. Okay, neat. Yeah, Australia is really strict about export, for sure, Lefty. It's unethical to tell people about what to do with their body autonomy? Yes. I strongly believe in that. Helene Merson and Valheim, nice. Have they come out with any new content lately? The dairy and beef industries are very closely tied together in the States. It's hard, Cat Duke. It's like, realistically, you could maintain dairy cows in a super unethical way that would be better for the environment, but it's like, I feel like you shouldn't have to make that distinction. Do you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, it's hard to answer that, because it's like, well, yes, but no. Oh, you've been a vegetarian since you were 6? Casual, no way. Oh god, Casual, we've had discussions about this, haven't we? Sorry, I'm remembering this now. I think we were talking about this in your stream a while ago. Sorry, I'm remembering that now. Yeah. There were very much some agree to disagree moments. which is totally fine. And that's, again, we were mentioning earlier in chat, you know, this is the whole point of having these discussions, right? Like, we're allowed to agree, we're allowed to disagree, we're allowed to have different stances and opinions. That's, you know, what makes these conversations interesting. That's how we learn things. That's how we gain empathy and an understanding for a viewpoint that we might not have already had ourselves, right? I don't know, I think this stuff is important. Hey, Bilgan, how you doing? Why are all of you so smart? Can you point me to some resources? Divine Fox, what are you interested in learning about? Wheat vegan 30% of the week. Yeah, it does. Can someone explain what's the difference between a hydroxyl radical and a hydroxyl ion? Is it not an ion if it's airborne? Like, I don't get it. There's a process called precision fermentation. Basically, microorganisms get genetically modified to produce enzymes that are needed for cheese production from oats. It's not allowed in the EU. Oh, yeah! Neff, I remember hearing something about that. Basically, to some degree, we are able to make, like, vegan cheese, right? Oh, ooh, Cat Dude. Yes, and it depends. So, the beef industry is a two-part system for most of America. When the beef cattle are first born, they're in these, like, really nice, spread out fields, acres and acres of fields. And when they are between 6 to 9 months of age, that's when they are sent to feedlots. I think what you're referring to, 3Cat, are the feedlots. The feedlots are where they send these larger, more mature calves, and they feed them at varying rates depending on when they decide to put them into the food system. So cows that are going to be used up sooner, they feed more. Cows that are going to be used up later in the year, they feed them a little bit more slowly. Again, I'm not an expert in, like, American farming, but that's how it's done in Canada. Mahoodles! Oh my god, Mahoodles! girl. Oh my god. Okay, I know that you had to have been watching the rocket launch too.
Hey,
Did you hear? Did you hear what that reporter said? Oh my god. I was howling. I have not, like, laughed harder all week. Did you hear what they said? Mahoodles, it is so good to see you, lovely. You guys don't know who we did watch the launch though. Oh, here, I got you, homie. Are you ready for this? It was the, I think it was the Bezos person. Okay, you guys ready for this? You guys ready for this? What did they say? Oh, I'm gonna show you. Okay, chat, ready? Mahoodles!
Here's right now. I bet our team is pretty excited.
The fives, Ariane, they were high. The bumps were fisted. It was, oh my gosh.
The what?
It was electric. I've got these people.
The what?
Here.
Excited.
The fives, Ariane, they were high. The bumps were fisted. It was, oh my gosh.
The what?
It was electric. I've got these people.
The what?
Here. They're still.
I was like, did anyone else hear that?
Hey.
Oh my god, someone totally commented on that in chat. Chat, I was gonna see you too. You heard more of a mumble there, but oh my god. Poodles. Girl, I would die. Welcome, Raiders. If you don't know who I am, my name is Ultrasource. I'm a mixed-race Canadian streamer. We do a lot of simulation, survival, and strategy games, and tonight we're playing Project Zomboid. But it's funny, this has kind of turned into a science chat. We've been talking a lot about global warming and agricultural effects on it. We've been talking a lot about the intensification of agriculture and being vegan and, you know, sources of methane from agriculture. We've been having like a very informative talk. I love talking about this stuff. I never planned to talk about this stuff though. So if you guys have any questions about any of those topics, I do have a Bachelor of Science in Biology where a lot of my education was focusing on the intensification and animal ethics and welfare of animals in farming. Feel free to ask. If you guys don't know Mahoodles, goodness gracious, y'all need to check her out. She's an amazing, fantastic, beautiful content creator. She is a part of the Twitch Women's Guild, and she does a lot of astrobiology. If you guys liked the rocket launch that we peeked in and watched a little bit, Mahoodles does a lot of astrobiology science outreach, and she actually, Mahoodles, weren't you at... Sorry, I'm really bad with the locations. You were at NASA or like a space center just like a few months ago, and you were doing all sorts of cool stuff. Mahoodles is definitely the go-to person for science news on Twitch. Definitely go and check her out. Oh, Mahoodles, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I hope you had a lovely stream. And what was the highlight tonight for you? For the rocket launch. I know what mine was. It had nothing to do with the rocket launch, but... Ariana, oh my god, hi, how are you? But yeah, welcome guys. If you guys are not familiar with Project Zomboid, by the way, it's basically if you were playing The Sims 1 and the zombie apocalypse happened while you were playing The Sims, that's this game. The Kennedy Space Center. Thank you, Mahoodles. I was like, I don't remember the name of it, but you're going to stream the Starship test flight tomorrow too. Nice, nice. Well, hopefully I can tune in and watch that. I'm not streaming tomorrow, so hopefully I can come in and hang out with y'all. That'd be nice. Yeah, Mahoodles, thank you so much for coming in here. Mods, if we can get one more shout out from Mahoodles, I would really appreciate that, guys. Guys, we love women in STEM. We love supporting women in STEM. And so, like, it's always a treat to have Mahoodles in here. And Mahoodles, you do so much good for the platform, for Twitch, and just even serving as inspiration for, like, other women who are, like, really interested in science and space. And, you know, it's a tough space to go... It's a tough space to go into. I didn't mean to do that. Because there's a lot of sexism and there's a lot of crap, right? And so, like, you know, like you going in there, Mahoodles, and, you know, being that role model. Thank you so much for everything that you do. Ariana, thank you. Mahoodles is a good egg. Yeah, and Mahoodles also really likes sharks. Chondrichthyes. And we really like sharks too. Sharks are really cool. Let me just scroll up in chat. Chat's moving a little bit fast for me here. I think I loved hearing the announcer girl lose her shit when it was taking off. Gorgeous footage, and hearing everyone be so excited and cheer was heartwarming. It was so great, right, Mahoodles? I also loved hearing, like, all of the kids cheering, too. Like, the number of kids that were out there and were so stoked and excited to be there, that was also very heartwarming, too. Yeah, Mahoodles, I got you. I can't remember. Have I ever asked you what your favorite shark is? I feel like I've asked you before. I feel like we've had this conversation, but the last time I asked you, it was a while ago. And you know what? Sometimes it changes. Sometimes the flavor of the month changes. Seems like she mentioned 5 Ariana Grande. Did she? Really? Did you hear that so many times? Leopard sharks, hammerheads, megalodons. I cannot choose. I love them all. What do I like? I really like white-tipped reef sharks because they literally look like the puppies of the sea. And I also really like nurse sharks for the exact opposite reason. They just look brutal. They just look like you look at a nurse shark, you're like, I don't want to be in the water with that. But I respect it. It was actually, you know what, Mahoodles, is really interesting. So like, oh, geez, Louise. In some of my bio courses, we had to do some dissections, and for my biology vertebrate course, one of the organisms that we
Hey, listen.
that we dissected was actually some sort of shark species that comes off of like the coast of Mexico. Hey, avocado, let's go. Zombies are going really well. But it was, I felt initially, Mahoodles, I felt really upset because I'm like, we shouldn't be using sharks, like, for dissections. I'm like, that's not very nice. Like, I don't like that very much. But no, it was both learning about it, where they came from, it was both very, like, it was still sad, but I felt better about it. Apparently, the shark species that we were using for the dissections were actually bycatch from fisheries in the area. So they weren't intentionally caught for the purpose of going to a university and being used for students. They weren't intentionally caught for any purpose. They just happened to be in the wrong place in the wrong time and got scooped up with a bunch of other fish. So it made me feel better that it's like these weren't uselessly harvested for the sake of like education, which I don't take. If you can avoid things like that, and there's like a lot of things to do with bioethics where universities, or at least they should try their best to minimize the use of animals in their studies such that you know, they actually have to, like, at least my university, that you have to write papers and documentation to prove why it is essential thing to do that dissection in that course. Bycatch is a huge issue. Actually, Mahoodles, did you hear about the ships that use AI to track bycatch? Super cool. So usually on these ships, what happens is they have a camera that monitors the catch that comes in, and the camera goes over all of it. And previously, what's happened is you would have someone that they would hire that would have to, if they're not on the ship, go through all of the footage using their human eyes and basically like identifying all of the bycatch and like documenting it. And it's there's the source for human error, but B, there's also kind of the pressure from the company where it's like, a fishery company having bycatch is not good, right? They don't want bycatch. It doesn't look good on them. And so there's also the pressure of, well, I work for this company. They don't like it when I report bycatch. I need to report bycatch. And so there's like a little bit of that conflict of interest too. as to like, well, are you truly going to report all of the bycatch that you have? Oh, Calandros, thank you so much. Also, guys, hold on. Holy guacamole. Calandros, Colin, Erie, Adam, and Under Siege, thank you for the follows. But we actually, we got to talk to one of the founders who they originally went to school for computer science and computer, like, software engineering. And they took a ocean conservation and sustainability course as an elective and were very inspired by, like, what they learned in this course. So they actually went and created a program that uses AI and AI learning to identify the video feed for bycatch and automatically identifies how much bycatch was there, what species were there. Yeah, no, it's super cool. So it's like, it's not, of course, you know, AI is not perfect. You have to run it through like so many iterations so that it learns, but you remove human error, you remove that little bit of kind of like bias and conflict of interest, because it's the computer doing it for you, right? Vessels throw back dead bycatch because they're not allowed to land it. I don't remember learning about that, but I don't doubt that too. You're in the UK, yeah, got it. People are so smart. I know, right? Isn't that really cool? Super cool. Probably compliance issues, legal issues. But yeah, no, it's one of the I will say it's one of the fun ways that AI technology is being used in this day and age, whereas a lot of the times we hear about AI and we go, AI, don't use AI, you know, with art and images and things like that. We don't really like that, but it's cool what technology can do. Yeah, no, avocado, totally. Also, Mahoodles, you just came in with a raid. I know it's super late for you. Like, please, if you gotta go and take care of yourself, like, go eat, go sleep, do whatever you need to do. I would love to have you here, and I'm super happy to just continue nerding out. But, please, just know I appreciate the heck out of you. Thank you so much again for coming in here with your community. It means the world to me, and, like, just, if you gotta go, like, please take care of yourself. Okay, we've got our safety helmet on. We're good to go, guys. This is it. This is the run. What is in this bag? Looks more like it's supposed to be a rake, which is really weird because the image for it isn't a rake. It's supposed to be oh, it's a garden hoe. Oh, sorry. I can't read. It's a garden hoe. I'm gonna grab a snack and hang out for a little bit. Yeah, no, for sure, my Hoodles. Thank you. And seriously, like, you guys could have gone anywhere on Twitch. And you guys decided to come here, and I truly appreciate you for that. So thank you so much. Guys, follow Mahoodles! Go send her some love. Ariana, what have you been up to? You've been doing... I think I saw you playing Final Fantasy the other day, right? No, Avocado. No, it's totally... It's you know, it is what it is, right? Things are not all rainbows and puppy dogs and sunshine. Ariana says, I'm a huge fan of AI, but that's because my husband makes AI for his job, and it's so impressive. Yeah, I mean, end of the day, if you're not stealing art, it's cool stuff. It's really cool stuff. Yeah, oh, I was right. Look at me go. Final Fantasy XP 16. How are you liking it? No, for sure, Avocado. And thank you for sharing your opinions on AI and all of the stuff that we've been talking about. I appreciate you for having that. You've never had more fun? Ariana, I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you. Did you ever finish your Grand Theft Auto playthrough, by the way? No, yeah, no, not down with stealing art whatsoever. One of the implements you grabbed in that big barn was in fact a rake, so you didn't just randomly misidentify the one. Ah, okay, gotcha. Hey guys, Ariana is another lovely, fantastic female content creator. Ariana, did we meet through Curly? I don't even remember anymore. We met through someone else who was just as lovely. Ariana plays a variety of games. She typically does, I feel like you do a lot of story games. I I remember I was watching a lot of her Grand Theft Auto 5 story playthrough, which was a lot of fun. Oh god, it was through Drongo? Oh, I take that back. You see Ariana in Thorlies. Oh, okay, gotcha. Cattle industry has to hire a veterinarian to make sure the animals are healthy, but since the veterinarian is hired by the farmer, there's conflict of interest. Ooh. Neff, I have words about that, dude. Oh my god, you just brought back some memories. So I've actually experienced that firsthand. The conflict of interest where... So, I'm going to talk about my example. Again, friendly reminder, I work on a farm. I take care of a lot of animals. That's my job. That's what I do. The old manager of the farm, who no longer works there, he was really bad. He was a really, really awful man. And he was definitely one of those people who, instead of putting down an animal at an appropriate time of their life, he just kept stringing them along. When animals were put down, it was like very much a situation of they need to be put down right now versus, well, quality of life isn't great. Maybe we should do this now, right? So anyways, I think one of my coworkers called, in Canada we have the SPCA, which is like the kind of animal cops. They advocate for a lot of like pets and animals in Canada. And yeah, the SPCA worker came and they looked at this animal that was not doing well. And they were like, yeah, yeah, that doesn't look great. And they basically ordered, you know, like, that a vet come and check out the animal. But they don't choose the vet. The farm manager chooses the vet. And initially, before this organization was involved, our vet had actually been very much telling the farm manager, hey, I think you should put this animal down. You know, she was advocating that the animal should be put down. But when the SPCA got involved, if she made the call saying... If she made the call saying, yes, this animal needs to be put down, and it's put down, that's a conflict of interest because she knows the manager didn't want that outcome. She was happy to recommend it to the manager, but when it comes to the SPCA and the law and, you know, how that's all, or the legislation behind it, if she said, yes, this animal needs to be put down, it would be put down. Now what happens to the vet? She's the main vet for the farm. Will the manager still want to hire her and use her services if he knows that she made a call that he didn't agree with, that he didn't want to happen? No, there's no independent vet. They tell you to bring a vet in. Exactly, Neth, exactly. I was so angry. I called the SPCA. I called them. And I said to them, I'm like, how does this seem right to you guys? They're like, oh, well, that's how we do things. And I flat out said to them, I'm like, this is a conflict of interest. She would lose our business if she made a call that didn't align with the managers. How can you trust what she's saying and recommending, knowing that there's a conflict of interest? Why is there no rule requiring that an independent vet come in, not associated with us, to come in and look at this animal? She's like, there's literally no rules about that. We can't do that. There's no legislation. There's no law. There's nothing that they can do to make that happen. And she agreed with me. The person that I spoke to on the phone, she 100% agreed with me. She's like, "You're right. That is absolutely a conflict of interest. That doesn't seem right to me." The animal was not put down. And myself and my coworkers did our best to make her as comfortable as possible. And when new management came about, she was finally put down. No, Avocado, no, 100%. Like, I agree full-heartedly. I am so hungry in game right now. It's, yeah, Ariana, it's... It was actually a donkey, Ariana. I don't know how familiar are you with equines, but donkeys are really, really prone to getting laminitis. That is kind of a disease where the lamellar, I can never say that word, wall of the hoof.
More money to Ultras Farm. I want to name the next chicken Jennifer Borges, thank you.
I'll do that for you, sweetie. Dubsonian, thank you so much for coming in the raid. Welcome, I hope you're doing well. No, Dynastic, it was a really tough situation. It was really, really tough. Essentially, the lamellar wall of the hoof begins to separate from the hoof, which just makes it really ouchy for them to walk on their hoofs. So we were able to give her bute, we were able to give her medication. We didn't put her outside when it was really cold outside. We put her in like a very thick, heavily bedded stall. Like, it's just, it's tough. It's tough. Laminar wall. Oh my god. Sorry. No, Avocado, I do too. And this all happened in the past, and things are better on the farm now. We've got better management. We've got someone who's like very focused and dedicated to animal welfare, which is really, really nice. That's what we want to see. And it was really tough because there's not much I could have done. Say hi. Thanks for the follow. There's not much I could have done, and you could have said, like, you could have done this, Ultra, you could have done that, you could have gone to the news. I don't, you know, there's, like, a bunch of things that you can say that I could have done, but end of the day, the result would have been that I would have been fired, and they would have hired someone else to work there that might not care about the animals as much and might not treat the animals as well as I've been treating them. And it's tough. It's really, really tough because I can't make that decision for like end of life decisions, but I know I can do my best to make her life as comfortable as possible, if that makes sense. Chaos, whether it does or it doesn't, systems don't work the way that you think they do. Even if there's whistleblower protection, one person versus a big organization, right? Like, you hear about the successes in media and the news, you don't hear about the people that aren't protected. And do you understand what I'm saying? Oh, Ariana, I am now, kind of. I am a full-time streamer now. I started full-time streaming in November. Because I caught COVID for the first time in June, I've had long-term COVID fatigue, so I actually can't really work at the farm as much as I used to. So I still work there once a week, once every 2 weeks, just to go outside, spend some time with the animals, do something, get some exercise. But I dropped my official position at the farm, and I do this full-time now. It's, you know what, Ariana? It was rough having to, like, come to terms with the fact that, like, my body is struggling and I need to take care of myself, but I really am enjoying streaming. I really love talking to you guys. I like having this platform where we can talk about these topics and these subjects and be there for one another and build this great community. And so, although it's... I was kind of forced into this position, I'm actually really, really happy that I had the opportunity to try out full-time streaming, and I'm really, really enjoying it.
Hey, listen.
It's exactly. And then what about all of the other animals on the farm? What, you know, I get fired and then something else happens with another animal. Who's going to be there for them, right? Does chat count as a farm? That depends. Oh, Ariana, thank you. No, exactly. It's just... It was... I think that was probably the toughest part of the situation. Was the feeling of helplessness. The feeling of... I need to do something needs to change, but knowing the organization and how shady it can be, and how the organization looks out for themselves and not people like me. Farmer Guy, good morning, how are you doing? Chat's Ultra's wildest animal to name. No, just you, sweetie. Just you. Just you. Can you go to the media anonymously now that you're only tangentially affiliated with the farm? It wouldn't matter though, Chaos, because like the farm is under good management now. Like the person who's managing the farm is doing an amazing job. Like if an animal needs to be put down, put down. If an animal's sick, taken to the vet right away. You know, like for the new management that is now here, like the care and the health of the animals is definitely very much number one. So it's just, I don't know, it's like, this sounds so bad for talking about farms, but it's like beating a dead horse, right? There's no point in going to the media about it.
I take that with pride, thank you. Lulland with that I'm going to bed before I stay up past
Jet,
my
thank
bedtime.
Thinking it's way too cold to be working out on the farm today. How cold is it outside? Animal rights activists in Germany break in at farms and install cameras. They give the footage to the prosecutor, and if all works well, the break-in... Oh my god. Goes without consequences because there is a higher interest. My point is, all these farms that get taken down have a vet that is supposedly to avoid the cruelty in the first place. Oh, no, for sure. And it's really tough. And I'm gonna be really honest with you guys. Like, veterinarians don't make that much money. They really don't. They don't make nearly as much as they should be making, right? Hey, long blunt, let's go. They don't make nearly as much as they should be making, and so vets are heavily underpaid. They want to do what they can for these animals, but sometimes they're forced into these positions where they can't give the animals the treatment that they want them to have. Or maybe they argue and they do, and then they lose that entire client. It's a really horrible system. I was actually going to become a vet at one point in my life. And I volunteered at a vet clinic for an entire summer, and just watching what vets have to do on a regular basis, it's hard. Most of the work you do is not even with the animals. Most of the work you do is convincing people to do necessary procedures on their animals. That is the majority of the job. How's Build 42? It's so good. It's so much fun. Ryan, thank you so much for the follow, and catch up. Sweetie, have a good night. We'll catch you later. Thank you so much for coming in here. 14 today. 14. I'm assuming you mean Fahrenheit, because 14 Celsius is pretty balmy. No, it's Vexaris. It's really rough, and it's really easy for us to, you know, in these situations, like, put a lot of blame on the vets. Like, why didn't the vets do anything? But you either stay there and you do the best that you can in the situation, even if you don't agree with what's going on, or you cause a stink, cause a fuss, and get fired or blacklisted, right? Gotcha, farmer guy. Yeah, avocado. It's really tough. It's really hard. Anyways, when vet school denied my application for absolute BS reasons, I actually took that as a sign as, you know what? Maybe we weren't meant to be a vet. No, for lulz, like, they're very understaffed, very overworked, very underpaid. And at least, like, so here in Canada, we have free healthcare, right? So you get sick, you're not feeling well, you go to the doctor. Right? And that level of care, I'm not saying it should exist for animals. All I'm saying is it doesn't exist for animals. Right? And so instead of people who are super willing to get procedures done and things done for their animals, you're faced with people who they literally can't afford the thing that the animals need. Having a pet is I'm gonna say something that you guys might disagree with, but having a pet it's a luxury thing. Or at least it should be. No, it's okay, Neff. We just don't say those words because then people start talking about politics and we just don't talk about politics in here. And so yeah, it's really tough because, you know, you have people who own these pets and they love them, but wow, this procedure is gonna cost $5,000? I don't have $5,000, right? It's only a recent thing that most people have been able to have pets for other reasons than work. Yeah. We could probably safely sleep here. Probably. And yeah, there were so many like really heartbreaking situations at the vet clinic that I worked at where again, most of the job was just talking to people being like, please, you need to do this. I've heard Mahoodles, I've heard mixed things. Roll, coming to the raid, party of 217. Oh my goodness. Welcome, Raiders. Hope you guys are all doing well. Rawl, if you were not playing Project Zomboid, yeah, I'm like, there's no way you weren't playing Project Zomboid. If you guys don't know who I am, welcome. My name is Ultrasaurus. I'm a mixed-race Canadian streamer, and we do a lot of simulation, survival, and strategy games. Tonight, we are playing some more Project Zomboid, and we are having a swell time of surviving and not dying. I might have to eat some dog food. Sorry, I take that back. We're not thriving. We're really not thriving. I brought other new friends. Thank you, Rawl. How was your stream? Please tell us all about it.
Hey, listen.
I mean, just being honest, right? If you're eating dog food, how well are you doing? We're talking about how rough it is for vets right now in this time and age with being underpaid and overworked and understaffed is kind of what you guys walked into. Raul, please tell us all about your playthrough, guys. If you don't know our good friend Raul, they are a fantastic, amazing content creator. They play a lot of simulation games. They play a lot of games that we actually play here too. Project Zomboid including them. If you guys want to learn more about... This is going to make me so unhappy. If you guys want to learn more about Project Zomboid, understand the game, and learn some fun tips and tricks, Raul is definitely the person to follow and check out. There's always really good, intelligent conversations to be had in Raul's channel and community, and he is just such a good friend of this channel. Like, Raul, thank you so much again for bringing everybody in here. I've heard Mahoodles, so I've never purchased pet insurance. I'm just happy to, if something happens, I'll pay for it, right? But I've heard of instances, and this hasn't happened to me personally or to anyone that I know, so I don't know the validity of it. But apparently, with some things with pet insurance where it's like, it should be covered, they basically, like, even though you've paid for pet insurance for years, they basically say, no, we're not covering that. And I don't know the specifics behind it, but like, I've heard mixed things where it's like, you really should be covered if you have pet insurance, but you actually don't end up getting as covered or supported as you think you will be. So it's just like normal insurance. Broken Branch. That sounds like every insurance. Yeah. That pet insurance, and oh god, it's so worth it. Bink, I'm glad it's working out for you. I'm not, by all means, I'm not saying don't get pet insurance. I'm someone who personally doesn't have it, and I've heard mixed things. I've heard good things, and I've heard bad things. You have to be careful about pre-existing conditions. Got it. It's going good. Not dead yet. Rawl, that's all we can ask for, dude. That's all we can ask for. Right? Deforesting everything just to keep weapons going and fighting. Yo, we're trying to get to Irvington too. Look at us go. Look at us doing fun things together unknowingly. Cinnamon, hi, thanks for hopping in here and saying hi. I appreciate you. How you doing? Oh, thank you for the follow too. Technotoast, 9, and Treacle, thank you guys for the follows. Welcome. Mods, if we can get one more shout out for Rawl, I would appreciate that. Rawl, thank you so much for coming in here, friend. I'm so glad you're streaming again, by the way. It's so good to have you back here. We've all really, really missed you, and I hope you and everyone at home, you guys are doing okay. For lulz, you've had dogs your entire life. Your first dog lived until she was 23? The second dog, 18? You take too good care of your dogs. Jesus, 23! Oh my god. I'm assuming these were small breeds of dogs. That's amazing though. You clearly are good. A dog parent. You've paid out pet insurance through Banfield Pet Hospital, and two things. They spell it exactly what they offer with the insurance. Once you start it, you have to pay through every year. Only way to break your insurance early is if your pet passes away, at least through them. Okay. Gotcha. How close are you to Irvington? Bro, also, dude, the livestock auction house thing over here is so cool. Please tell me your secrets to nice hair. Yeah, you know what's really interesting, Cinnamon? I've definitely had a bit of a hair journey, which sounds really weird phrasing it like that. So hold on, let me explain. One of the rudest, most awful things that someone ever said to me on Twitch, I'm not even joking. This was, as a streamer, you're used to people saying all sorts of awful things about you. This person said this to me and it hit me hard. Like, I actually wanted to end stream and cry. What did they say to me? This was years ago. Watch your tone. They said, you know what? You would actually look half decent if you actually use some more conditioner in your hair. That would help you a lot. At the time, I wasn't doing a lot to maintain my hair, and to be quite honest, I think probably that day, I don't think I used a lot of conditioner. I can't... Dude, that hit so... I was like... That has hit harder than people coming in, Ultra, you're so ugly, Ultra this, Ultra that. You should probably use some more conditioner in your hair. Dude, that went straight for the jugular. I've never had a comment come in here where I've been... I don't want to say damaged, but like affected by it. I was like, that really hurt, actually. What an oxygen thief. Avocado, I'm gonna steal that from you. Anyways, I've worked really hard to do things to like maintain my hair and have it so that people don't come into chat being like, Ultrasaurus, try some conditioner. Might be good for ya. The most important thing is when you're shampooing, try not to actually get the ends of your hair because shampoo dries your hair out. You mostly want to just use shampoo on your scalp and close to your scalp. And then it's the exact opposite for the conditioner. I do not condition my scalp or near my head. I only condition like the middle parts and the end parts of my hair. You have to make sure that before you put the conditioner in, you squeeze out all of the water so that the conditioner makes the most amount of contact with your hair. And then as I'm conditioning, I'll like spiral, like I twist in the conditioner. And once I'm done one side, I'll untwist it and I'll put in some more conditioner and I twist it in another direction to get it to really, really soak in. Don't wash your hair every single day because that is the single biggest way to dry out your hair, and to have it look like more dull. I also use like a special serum formula. It's like called Mirror Shine or something. It's supposed to like make your hair shine like a mirror. And then additionally, to help me out on days where it's too soon to wash my hair again, but I'm streaming and I need it to look nice, dry shampoo is your best friend. Dry shampoo is your best friend. So dry shampoo, like, right up on your scalp, near your roots, and your hair still has the healthy oils, stays hydrated, but you can still look nice and perky and not like a greasy rat. That's my advice. This was all stuff that I had to teach myself. No one taught me this stuff. It's literally just through, like, streaming that I've had to self-teach myself that. Dude, dry shampoo is a lifesaver. What is that? Let me just catch up with chat. Sorry, I just monologued about showering your hair. Jeff, thanks for the follow. Welcome. Dan Finkel, hi, thanks for the follow too. Let me just make sure I didn't miss anything in chat. Because we were talking about some other stuff. Rel, you're glad to be back. Been ups and downs, but that's how things go. Yeah, dude, I'm sorry. I've been thinking about you a lot. If I've missed anything in chat that you guys wanted me to comment on, feel free to repost it in chat. By the way, I'm not ignoring anyone on purpose. There's just a lot going on in chat right now. Kitty lived 18 years? Oh, that's amazing. But yeah, no, someone telling me that I would be at least half attractive if I used more conditioner in my hair was like the single most brutal, awful, straight to the jugular thing anyone has ever said to me while I've been streaming. Oh, okay, Fertilos, I got you. Oh, how blessed are you to have had your dogs live with you for so long? You guys use conditioner? And then there's the other side of the spectrum. Do you guys know the other side of the spectrum? Where men just use literal body soap on their hair? And then men just have magically the most beautiful faces and the most beautiful hair. Like, I'm just, like they literally do nothing. And they have really nice hair and skin. Whereas here I am jumping through hoops to try to get things done, to try to look nice, and it's just like, why am I doing this? Why am I trying? No, for sure, Kia, for sure. It's really, really hard to do those things and to do those maintenance things due to depression. Absolutely, like, I've been there too. I find for me, the whole maintaining my hair, maintaining my, oh, Jesus Christ. Maintaining my hair, maintaining my skin, doing all of the things that I do, I view it more as it's kind of like a ritual for me. It's a habit that I do that, like, I don't even stop to think about why I'm doing it. I'm just very used to doing it. Like, okay, you end stream, now you do A, B, C, D, E, right? And sometimes it helps to just get into, like, building a habit and a ritual like that to make self-care a part of your daily routine. Just this and I even know, like, I can say, like, just like brushing your teeth. And I know with depression, like, sometimes it's hard to shower, sometimes it's hard to brush your teeth, sometimes it's hard to get out of bed. But it's definitely, it's helped me to have it more as a routine that, like, you just do this, you just do it. Don't wash your hair more than 3 times a week. Yeah, no, I wash it max 3 times a week. When you demonstrating the twisting of the hair, it became clear that you would look cute AF with pigtails. Did I? Oh. Your OCD causes me to wash your hair. You know what? If it works for you, George, it works for you. I ain't poo-pooing washing your hair once a like every day. If it works for you, then great. You go you. Like, you do you, Glen Coco, right? So what you're saying is I'm doing my entire hair process wrong? No, no one's doing it wrong. I'm very concerned with, you know, streaming and how I look on stream and, like, trying to look nice, so. No, it's all good, Gord. Thanks so much for hanging out. I appreciate you. Guys, Gord is a fantastic streamer. Definitely go and check them out. They are fantastic and they are amazing. Your female friends ask you how you do hair care. I was just like, dude, I just have a hard time to brush my teeth often enough. Amazing that you managed to keep up with all of this. Staying quiet, says Tim. We are like wine. It's called all-in-one shower gel. All-in-one. Uh-huh. Oh, Captain Duckman, thank you. Men using body... Oh, sorry. I say hair. I mean on their face, though. Like... Men, and I use body soap on my hair sometimes. Men out there with their 5-in-1 soaps. I know, right? Yeah, it's... Maximus, it all depends on, like, what you use on your skin, too, right? Okay, let's keep going. I still don't know what conditioner is supposed to do. Conditioner is supposed to rehydrate your hair. That's why you don't want to use conditioner on the hair closer to your scalp, because that's the hair that's, like, already just emerged from your scalp and is already, like, very moist and very healthy. Conditioner takes, like, the dry bits of your hair that are getting raggedy and dry and awful, and it tries to restore some of the moisture content in it. And on their face, Poodles, I know, right? One and done, Ultra. Depression sucks. It really does, and it makes taking care of yourself so much more difficult. It really does. I find self-care in my routine. It really actually does help with my depression. Which has been a nice thing that I've kind of discovered through streaming. Oh, Sarah, thank you. You're so sweet. I just straight up murder my hair showering every single day. Raw, you're fine. Everyone has different hair too. Sherry, that is so true. Sherry, how are you doing, by the way, darling? It's so good to see you. Welcome. Is your face not a part of your body? Thus, body wash. Oh my god, dude. I would say, Kia, you want to, like... I can't remember what the... Oh my god, I can't remember what the chemical is, but there's certain shampoos and conditioners that you want to avoid. They've got... Oh my god, what is it called? Paraffins? And it starts with the letter P. It's allegedly not good. I don't remember, but you're supposed to avoid something in shampoo and conditioners. Sulfates? Is it sulfates? Found a car with keys and gas in it already? Nif, that's the run. That is the run. Phthalates? No, I thought it was something. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. Have a good night. Thanks so much for hanging out. I appreciate you. Thank you for helping with modding too, dude. Yeah, I'm perky. We're doing good. We're having the time of our lives. Sarah, thanks for checking in. Oh, is it parabens? I might mean that. That's a bad thing, right? I did not have this knowledge. Need to go check my shampoo and conditioners now. I mean, it's not gonna kill you. It's just like... It's not great. Hey, skater dude! Oh, thank God you're in here. Corgi, coming with the 2 and sub. Corgi, thank you so much for helping out with our Partner Plus number. Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate you.
YHOO.
You gonna be okay? We need more weapons. But yeah, no, I genuinely didn't do all the hair care stuff that I do. Like, I didn't start until, like a year and a half, 2 years ago. Making our way downtown. Actually, sorry, Raul, I asked you a question. Skater dude, I'm doing alright. How are you? Good to see you. Raul, I asked you and I don't know if you responded. How close are you to Irvington? Dude, we have 52 eggs. You know what I've done at the farm before? I've 110% I've harvested eggs from the chickens. But then, like, there were too many eggs for me to, like, carry in all my hands. So I have overalls. So I put, like, a bunch in my overall pockets and I put one in my butt overall pocket. And I forgot about it. I forgot that I put an egg in my butt pocket. And then I went on my break. And I super duper sat. No, yeah, I sat on the egg. I sat on the egg. But the best part is, that wasn't the moment that I realized that I sat on the egg. It wasn't until like 2 hours later where I was like, why is my butt wet? Why does it feel, why this doesn't feel, and I'm like, I didn't sit on anything wet. I'm like, I don't understand. And then I'm like, it feels kind of slimy. And I'm like, oh no, the egg. It's brutal. So yucky. New fear unlocked. I mean, I wouldn't say it's necessarily a fear. It's inconvenient and awful. Hi, me sleeping one. Yeah, I sat on an egg. Why is my butt wet? You may or may not want the answer to that. I'm over by a group of like 5 warehouses and 2 trailers northeast of the city. Okay, it sounds like you're a little bit closer than I am. Are you guys okay if I run to the washroom and refill my drink and come back in like just a few minutes? Is that okay with you guys? Yeah, I'm so oh my god. Echo Creek is here, like this is the garden store, and I am neener. Just coming into like some security area, I guess. So I'm pretty far. I think it's all the way down here, isn't it? No, it's so Mahoodle, seriously, thank you so much for the lovely raid. It was so nice to have you in here and talk about rockets and sharks and I love that. I love that. Guys, if we get another shout out from Mahoodles on her way out, I would appreciate that. And guys, I'm gonna be right back and pee.